I just want to see. Can I see myself? Can you see me full screen, or is it
I
just me
can
being
see
cut
you.
off from the? Okay.
I can see you from here up, and I'm
Okay.
going to
Perfect.
adjust it a little bit.
Yeah, because I can't see me. I only see my double chin.
How's that? Is that a little better for you?
I think. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I can
Okay,
only see my
and who
double
else have
chin.
we got? Oh, we've got Never in. Aaron wants to come in, and Carrie Ann's here.
Carry on.
Hey
Hello.
guys, how are you?
Oh, doing okay. Pardon the state of my bed today. I didn't make it. I haven't
Not
slept
making the
yet.
bed is excellent.
I haven't slept yet, so
There
I
is
Oh,
a
why not?
reason that you
Hold on.
only
Let me
see the
see.
sorcerer on my screen. I'm not
Okay,
showing
there
my
we go.
mess.
okay,
I
hang on.
think that's better now. Hold on, guys.
All right, are we all good?
I'm just adjusting my camera
Oh,
because the other way.
Never and
I'm
Aaron
here.
left.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Because the other way, I can't see the chat. I can't see everybody on camera.
Ah,
So I need to put it vertical. But of course, now it's a hot mess. But then again, anytime that I am live,
there you are.
Move it down a little bit, Becky.
move it down a little bit. Hold on. Let me see
Yeah,
how the
because we
heck
Got
I'm
your
can't
going to
see
do
your
nose, but
mouth.
not your mouth.
it. You don't got my double chin?
No, and we
Right,
want
Ellie?
that.
Okay, so hi, Irish. Hi, Minnie.
Hey,
Who else have we
Brian.
got? Hi, Fairy. I see you. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Brian. Fraudy. Hi.
Fraudy. Yeah.
Cinderella.
There
No, it's not
she
going
Okay.
to work.
is.
There's Dose. Okay.
Mm.
And okay, I think I've caught everybody so far. Now, I think right now I pardon me. I I'm going to double check because of course Restream does not show me. Hi Jay. Welcome in. Hi Rib Guy. Okay.
And
So
I have a
I'm
2 o'clock
mostly
meeting. I just have a two
okay.
o'clock meeting that I just remembered.
Okay,
Okay.
no worries. Hi, Aaron. Okay, so I am going to mostly just sit back and let you guys do the talking because at that point I was strictly a chatter, so
Mhm.
I don't know anything else.
Oh, it would
Hi,
be
Doug.
interesting to get the perspective from somebody who was just
A-
watching, though.
And that's what I
I
kind
have
of
no
wanted.
I have no problem doing that, but I do want to let you guys say what you need to say. Sorry, you ladies. I shouldn't call you guys.
Um,
You folks.
my whole angry. Okay, my whole anger comes right now from when they take it from YouTube drama and make it into real life. And what they do and what they're doing, and again, taking it onto real life is a different type of evil. Um, Doing this just to be the pick me girl for someone else is absolutely disgusting. Um, yeah, and I'm doing this for someone else because you think that now you're going to become the hero of that chat. I'm sorry, but you just for them to actually admit it that that's flaunting it up there, and I'm talking about Julie Curtis. Them flaunting it up there, yes, I did it. I called Adult Protective Services on someone, or I did this for you. Just goes to show you the craziness that in some people. So when a creator throws that out there as in, oh, I hate Becky, or for me to say, I hate, Scott or whatever, that puts other people that are not very well, they're not mentally well, into a different level. And they're going to try to do anything and everything to catch that creator's attention by bringing this shit up into real life. And for her to have the fucking audacity to get onto Mexican Longhair's chat, and she was being dead serious how she has an autographed calendar that's got whatever. Just think about that mentality. And these are the people that I'm telling you guys that I'm afraid of. These are the people that I'm afraid that Sandra is going to go out there and talk shit and like she tried to do in my own channel, putting my own name in somebody else's stream. And I know it was Sandra. Trust me, I know it was Sandra. Now you're doxing people. That's the kind of crazy that goes after real life people because they desperately need somebody's validation. Well, you must be a horrible human that you have to do this on YouTube because somebody in real life doesn't give a fuck about you.
To be fair, Becky, as a creator, I need to additionally call out the creators who sit and allow that kind of commentary to happen in their chat.
I agree.
Because this idea that, oh, it's going on in my chat, but I'm not responsible for it,
Bullshit.
is bullshit. It's your chat. It's your fucking house. My chat, my house, my rules.
And we know he
those
has
are the
mods in the
rules.
background. We know he has
Right.
mods in the background, even though they don't show up their face, even though they don't put anything in comments. We know he has mods in the background. Let me go in there and just type in something. I can guarantee you that I will be so quickly kicked out of there. No, they have full control of what people say in their channel. We might not always see the comments, but that's where the mods come in.
And the
That's where
mods
the
are
mods come
allowing
in.
it as well. So this is creators who want drama and chatters who want drama feeding in a parasocial cycle that continues the drama. I mean, this shit happened more than 6 months ago. And the pain that it's created has cascaded down through countless people. And it is
Yeah.
behavior. I mean, look, all I said about Ellie at the beginning was nobody deserves to be treated that way. And I was dragged for that, right? That it's a witch hunt and we don't burn witches in 2024. We are not judge and jury. So, yes, Jay, the creator allows it when it benefits them. Free speech does come with responsibility. And furthermore, free speech doesn't mean you get to say whatever you want. You do not get to yell fire in a crowded theater. You don't get to do that. Free speech means the government doesn't get to tell you what you can say. That's what it means. It doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. Those are different things.
Exactly. If you want to say
Sorry,
what
I
you
went
want to
into
say,
teaching mode.
no,
I'm
that's
sorry.
okay. If you
Mhm.
want to say what you want to say, then you have the absolute responsibility to answer for what you want to say.
Right. Right. And the response you get is the meaning of the communication, right?
Yep.
So if you're saying things to people and you're getting responses you don't like, you should look at the way you're saying it. Unless, of
Mm-hmm.
course, it's a witch hunt. Right, Cricket. Free speech and bullying can overlap, and consequences are a thing. Yeah.
I'm
Doug
looking
is
at
asking a
I'm having a
question.
hard time seeing the. Yeah, if you can pin the comments because I can barely see them. They're so tiny over
Yep,
They're
here.
so tiny over
I
there on
will.
the side, aren't they, Becky?
Are
Mm-hmm.
they on the side? Oh, right. Because the
Oh,
chat.
because she's
Yeah,
on her
sorry.
phone landscape.
I'm on my
Yeah.
phone, so
Yes.
sorry guys. As you can see, yeah, I have issues. I so free the whole free speech, and we have free speech, and we should be able to say with free speech comes responsibility and consequences.
Hmm.
Um, you have free
Yes.
speech. Yes, the government. The government cannot come in and tell you what you can or what you cannot say. However, in my chat, in my streams, I have full control over what people can and cannot say. My house, just like the government cannot come in here and say, Becky, you're fucking cussing too much. And so, just like they can't come in here and say, you're fucking cussing too much. Who the fuck do you think you are? Okay, the same way that they can't do that, they can also, that's where you come in. That's where your chat, you control your chat. And when you see things getting out of control and when you see people are in there piling up on top of somebody, that's where you have the responsibility to say, whoa, hold on. But if you don't do it, it's because you don't want it to stop.
Right. Or because, I mean, I don't let people talk about other people in my chat. I don't want to hear people talk about other people when they're over at my house visiting. If you're in
Mm-hmm.
my chat,
Exactly.
you're in my living room. I expect you to behave like you would in somebody's living room.
Yeah.
Becky, stop the cussing.
Mm-hmm.
People are concerned with your titties, Becky? Did we lose her? We did.
Well,
She
they
must be.
seem to think that. Yeah, I think she's frozen. They seem to think that she was smuggling needles
Oh, jeez.
in her boobs. I personally just think that there's a certain amount of jealousy about Becky's boobs. Because, I mean, I don't mean
Girl's got a
to
rack.
say it crudely, but yeah, she's got a heck of a rack.
Yeah. She can
the,
I can
the,
smuggle shit in my rack. It's where I store all
to,
kinds of things when I don't have
my point
pockets.
is, why the fuck are they so obsessed with my tits?
Yeah, that's what we were asking. I didn't realize they had a thing about your tits. Yes, exactly,
Oh, yeah.
Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Doug.
Yep.
Minnie, that's okay. Thank you for being here.
Welcome in, guys. And this was kind of like last minute. I jumped into Mexican long hairs just because I felt that I always have something to say. I try to keep it civil. So in my chat, if they start talking about whoever, most of the times they will get a warning. You know what? Even now. Now, do we go in there and do we vent about the stuff that Scott did? Yes, we do. But I do it in my channel. I do it in my own house. I don't go around and go to other
In other
people's
people's
channels.
chat and stir up the chat and try to derail the conversation and make it about something other than what's going on.
Gosh, we need a laugh. I mean, it's I get it. People get, but you see, when I'm talking about it in my channel, people have the option of watching or not watching. They can always,
Exactly, Lori.
and but
Hmm.
if I'm in Scooter Moms like we are now, but this was a planned one, we got full permission. If I'm in Scooter Moms chat and I want to bring in shit that happened in somebody else's chat because it has happened and it has happened to me, or somebody wants to bring up what happened over there into this channel, and I will be very verbal about it and be like, "Why are you bringing in shit?" Because if you're trying to bring in stuff into, let's say, Scooter Mom's chat that happened between me and someone else, let's say in Carrie Ann's chat, then you want to continue the drama in here and you want to derail what Scooter Mom is talking about. Now, I get it. Sometimes in chat, we just kind of chit chat among ourselves. Yes. But no, I'm sorry. If something, and this is where the fat mama joke started coming in. Uh, Two chatters came into my chat over something that happened in somebody else's chat, and I kept telling them, guys, come on, stop it. Guys, come on, stop it. And they continued. So I said, you know what? I don't know what happened over there. But I'll tell you what, since you guys want to continue this argument in here, then we're going to do it old school. You guys want to continue it in here? Then we're going to go with your mama so fat jokes. And that's how your mama so fat started in my channel. After that, it just kind of took off. And it was a way to vent but not really attack because we all know your mama's so fat or your mama's so old or whatever. You know, that really isn't playing into someone's actual mama because we don't know that, right? But that was enough for us to be able to say, shut it up. This is not where it's going to happen. So when a creator says, well, I don't know what they're saying. They have freedom of speech. It's your house. Becky is the new 2025 food topic. Save the tatas. Or it saves the jugs, bitches. I'm just, um,
Really
Sandra was
don't
in
drink the
there.
Kool-Aid.
Sandra was talking
Wow.
about
Yes, drink the Kool-Aid.
what happened. The same
So true.
person who is so butthurt over DOA's of fraud. Yeah, yeah. And somebody's needle tits in their chat. Yes. And I'm going to tell you something. Some of those names, I fucking find it hilarious. Like when I saw, because they actually came into my chat with needle tits. I fucking thought it was funny. It doesn't bother me because I know damn well that I don't carry needles in my tits. Where that whole needle tit shit came was because I was calling your ass out. The title says a chat to clear some air, and I came into tits. Oh yeah, conversation inflatable. And this is another thing. They go into other people's chat. They go into other people's chat and try to shame the creator for allowing people like me into their chat. Oh, Becky was in her chat, and
Oh
so
yeah, people have tried to shame me as a creator for exactly for having people in my chat. I'm like,
I don't care
people are welcome in my chat. I don't
as long as they're respectful.
as long as they're respectful. Yes.
As long as they're
And you know
respectful.
what? To those people who have a problem with me modding for Becky, tough shit. I mod for people that I like and I respect. You don't have to like them or respect them. I don't tell you who to like and respect. Don't try and tell me who to like and respect. Cause it's not gonna go over well.
Tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk's still
Sorry.
good.
You two continue.
That's what I gotta say. Tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk's still good since you guys want to keep talking about my goddamn titties.
Well, here's the thing. Needles don't work to carry in your bra. Because you know what'll happen?
Mm-mm.
I know what'll happen.
The boobs get hurt.
They be poking.
Well, how
They,
let me tell you guys how that whole titty shit started with the needles. I went on to Rabbit's panel and I said, I did not take any needles to that encampment. If you're going to do a needle exchange, you need to carry a sharp container. So where the fuck was I going to put the needles? In my tits? That's how that whole needle shit started. And then from
right,
there
of
it morphed.
course.
And again, that doesn't even bother me. We talk shit all day, every day about whatever it may be. Him being stinking like vinegar. We talk about shit about people all day, every day. That doesn't bother me. However, now they are obsessed with my tits. I take that when they're showing these big, huge breasts on top of a car and they want to mention my name, how I wish those were my tits, how I wish. Now you see, now you're sexualizing me. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game to when you say Becky carries needles in her tits. You see, I don't get that offended with that because I know I don't. But seeing those big damn jugs up there, and now all these people talking about my tits. At Sandra, it was you. I saw you, bitch. I saw you talking about my titties up there. You see, now you're sexualizing me. And
Yep.
as a survivor of sexual abuse, I am very offended by it. So fuck you, Sandra. Once again,
Okay.
take me back, Scootermont.
One sec. Rib guy, there was no show and tell, okay? There's just tell.
There was
Sorry,
nothing. There
Becky.
was nothing
Continue.
out there. So the whole needle tips, that really doesn't bother me because I know I don't carry them. But it was just disgusting. What I saw in those screenshots, what they were putting on there, that makes me feel very uncomfortable. And I can take a joke. I'm cool with jokes. I joke, whatever, whatever. But when it's coming from a different place, from these people that already hate me, okay, that they already hate me based on what one person claims that I did, and Sandra went ahead and spread all of that. Let's go ahead and bring Sandra into it. Now, why is Becky keep talking about Sandra? She just can't stop talking about Sandra because Sandra is one of the ones. And I have the screenshot, Sandra. I have the screenshot that she's saying that we should be going after Feral Cheryl. We should, again, another survivor of this fucking cult. She was never in it.
Yes, but a
So why are they
survivor.
trying to go after the survivors? Why is it okay for them to go ahead and say that we need to go after Feral Cheryl, Aaron, and all of that? But wait a minute. But we can't say not one word about someone else. So if they like them, no, they're off topic. We can't say anything about Nora. We can't say anything about Lara, which, by the way, I never have. Um, Defended myself against Kukuluku over there. But it's not that I hate her. It's like, come on, dude. How much more times do you need to start pointing people to me to hate me? And again, coming from a survivor, it is taken to a new level. It's like a survivor. Oh my God, what did Becky do to Nora for Nora to say that about her? Because, she's a survivor. You guys want to know what I did? I was in Aaron's chat. I wasn't talking shit about Nora. I was in Aaron's chat. That's why she was so angry at me.
Because you were in Aaron's chat. Right.
And it had
You
nothing to
mean the whole
do with
time you're
Nora.
thinking, yeah, the whole time you're talking, I'm like, wait a second, let's back up. Where did this go after people come from? None
Uh,
of us are in middle school. This is not how interactions with other human beings works. We don't just run around and attack people. Style audit, there's sort of a topic.
What is style audit saying? I'm sorry.
That's
Being
okay.
facetious.
Style Audit asked if she said she's confused. Is there a
There's sort
topic?
of a topic.
Well, we came in here.
Carrie Ann, you go ahead
Go ahead.
because I'm really more of a spectator in this
Well,
whole
let
thing,
me
but
ask you this:
please,
as a
Carrie Ann.
spectator, as
Yeah.
you seen this whole shit show happen,
What did it,
Mm-hmm.
what are your thoughts in it?
yeah, what did it look like?
It looked like a bunch of bullshit.
Hmm.
For those who are unused to me talking like this on my channel, my apologies to your tender ears. I was, as I said in MLH's stream, I was basically, I pretty much put up a tent and stayed in your chat, Becky. And at the time, I was using something that someone had set up so that you could watch several streams
Oh
on
yes, I
one
remember.
page
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
browser. But then I would hang out in your chat. I didn't do a lot of
yeah. I
chatting,
remember.
but I was hanging out there most of the time. But I had the screen going for everyone who was streaming there at the encampment because it was late night and that was pretty much the only thing on. Never once did I see you do anything
Inappropriate?
that has been
Yeah.
described. Inappropriate, exactly, Carrie Ann. Like, you weren't going into tents, you weren't passing people things, hiding, and sorry, people can't see my hands, hiding them or, whatever. Everything you did was right out in the open. There was nothing that could, to be questioned. That's
And
what I saw.
here's,
And I saw you doing a lot of cooking. I
I
saw
saw you
you
doing a
cleaning
lot of cooking.
stuff. Maybe not the dishes,
No,
but I did see you cleaning
Here's
no.
something
stuff.
that's
So,
always confused me. It's always confused
mhm.
me. I don't understand. We had tents, they had tents set up for people to sleep in, and the needle was discovered.
Who discovered that needle? Was that needle shown?
What I
Because I
want
was
to
never
know
told
is
about a
how
needle.
that needle being discovered was connected to you. Like, just because there was a needle discovered, assuming there was a needle discovered.
Where is that needle? Did anybody? Because let me tell you, no one told me about a needle. First of all, what happens when you bring in tents, which is something that I said very clearly from the beginning that I did not agree on, because
Uh-huh.
it was going to bring homeless, it was going to bring drugs, and then, but most importantly, I did not want any of the participants to be for clicks and views. That's not what my participants are for. And I make that very clear. Well, no, he wanted tents because, of course, he wanted to use the homeless. And you guys heard him in another stream. I'm not putting words in his mouth because, who's gonna talk against feeding the homeless? So my thoughts with that was, ah, shit, they're gonna go out there. There's gonna be homeless people. They're gonna be streaming them, ridiculing them. I'm not down with that. So let me go over there and try to help out to avoid that. And so, anyways, the whole he got in our we tried to keep it up. Now, when the fire department came over, and do you guys have who's in charge here? Do you want to know that they fucking pointed to me? I ain't in charge, and I told them, nope, I'm not in charge. I'm just cooking. I did not take charge of that encampment. I helped out with the encampment. I cleaned up where I could. I cooked for people out there, but we were all independent. We were all doing our own thing. We were all trying to just keep it together because we know that was Scott's vision. Where the needle shit came in was when Scott let someone that was obvious a clear user. And again, I did not see any needles. Nobody told me about a needle because that is not something that I passed out. Now, let's say, for example, that there was a needle found in there. Well, if you found the fucking needle, what did you do with it? Did you throw it away? Did you
Exactly.
what did
Do
you
you
how did
know?
you dispose of that needle?
Right. Petunia, you're right. It's chess, it's not checkers. It's a long drawn out strategy of dividing and conquering. Yes.
And so again, what did you do with that needle? Did you dispose it? Did you leave it in there? Because as far as I remember, you were in the same tent that you later on claimed that there was a needle in.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do with that needle? Did you just decide to leave it there? Because now you see it was your encampment. You found the needle, so you claim it was your responsibility to get it disposed of. And if anyone is out there is wondering, well, how could have disposed of that fucking needle? Very simple. He could have put the needle in a bottle, and that's how you can dispose it and carry it on over to a pharmacy or whatever, to the hospital. They have sharp containers in there, and they could have said, I found this needle, I need to dispose it. But did they ever do that? No. Do I believe there was a fucking needle there? No. Nobody told me there was a needle there. Why the fuck did you want me out there if you weren't going to tell me about these items that you claim were out there? There was no needle out there that I was informed of.
Right. It's a ghost needle.
And I'm sorry, who goes to a chiropractor for a needle prick?
Well, if I had had a needle prick from an unknown needle in a random tent in Los Angeles, I would have been in the emergency room.
Okay, but on top of that, let's how many weeks, days later was she seen by a chiropractor? I'm gonna tell you what because I've worked with chiropractors. I'm gonna tell you what that chiropractor would have done. You need to go to the emergency room. No chiropractor is going to say, oh, but it was a
Right.
clean needle. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. No
No.
chiropractor that is licensed is going to say, well, if it was a clean needle, you're going to be okay. No, that chiropractor would have said, excuse me, Miss Secretary, can you please send her to infectious disease if it's been too many days? Or can you please go ahead and let the ER know that they're on their way? I work in the healthcare. I work for infectious disease. I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You don't get poked with a needle and do nothing.
Well,
I mean,
okay. Again, let's pretend that she wasn't aware of what she needed to do. But the minute that a chiropractor saw her, no chiropractor is going to say, "Oh,
treat it.
it
Yeah,
it's okay. It was a clean
it's
needle." How
okay.
the fuck do they know if it was a
They
clean
don't
needle?
know. Nobody knows. Nobody's seen the needle. Nobody knows anything about the needle. The needle,
What
I
did he do
mean,
with?
right, right. So, as Adam says, wise as always, conspiracy theories are best left vague, purposefully. So,
Are you ahead of me in the chat, Carrie Ann?
yeah, I'm ahead of you in the chat. Did we lose Becky again? I'm gonna have to go in
I think
just.
we did.
I'm
She'll
gonna
be
have to
back
go
any
in
moment.
just a minute. So, um,
Yep.
I'm letting you know
I
ahead of
think
time.
Becky will too, actually.
She said her meeting was at 3, but yeah, I need to run. I will wait until
Okay.
she
Well,
comes
I
back.
thank you very much for coming in. Yeah. I will say it now because who knows if I'll get another word in, but
Yes, yes.
thank you very much for coming
You're
in.
very welcome. You're very welcome. This was a really difficult time in the community, and the attacks were,
And it was the kickoff for everything.
yes, it was. And the attacks were obscene. That's the best word I can
Yep.
come up with. It's obscene.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. People, nobody deserves to be treated the way that people are being treated. David Miscavige should not be treated the way this community has treated people. I'm sorry, it's inhumane. Just because he does it doesn't mean it's okay to do to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Sunrise, it came up in MLH's stream earlier today. We were clarifying some things about Ellie, and that turned into clarifying things about Becky and the entire situation, and people um, having an opportunity to talk about it. And Ferry in the chat, Tanya, I feel you. I I feel you. It was painful, painful to watch.
You got it right, Style.
Yeah. For some reason, see me needle assume Becky. I don't know how it made there. Well, it's interesting that it was DOA and
Well,
Ellie targeted at the same time.
oh, yeah. Very. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very suspicious.
It all happened at the same time. Yeah, exactly, Ellie.
Yeah.
You have to behave the way you want to be treated. How else do people know how you're gonna, I mean, how else do people know how to treat you if you don't behave how you want to be treated?
Mm-hmm.
That's generally my lead in how people like to be treated, is how they're treating me and other people.
Absolutely. You get back what you give.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, Doug. Becky did have to leave. She must have had to leave. Yes,
Ellie,
Ellie.
you and me both, honey. People do not have any idea of how loud my voice can get, except for my daughters and possibly my neighbors. Actually, definitely my neighbors.
Minnie, you are absolutely right. I mean, it's hard for me to even come. Minnie's saying the sad thing is also that everyone has to walk on eggshells now with their small channels, because if you say the wrong thing, you are going to be labeled. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Sunrise. It's with some people, it has been a constant thing since
Since it happened,
it's first
it
started.
hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
The abuse and the bullying hasn't stopped. Yeah, Tanya.
No, it has not.
I actually
It
thought
has
that
not.
too.
Um, I'm still trying to catch up. I don't know how you do it with a busier chat because I'm like,
Well, I
but
was
there's
agreeing
another
with
one I
what's
want to
on the
show. But there's
screen.
another one I want to show.
Now I'm agreeing
Okay.
with the one on the screen.
Okay, good. Confusing
I'm
me.
sorry.
It's okay. It's my fault. I haven't slept.
Sleeping is generally recommended.
I know. And trust me, I tried. It just was not going to happen last night. So I'm waiting for tonight.
Okay, I
Um,
need to run.
okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like Becky's
Doesn't
coming
look like
back.
Becky's coming back.
Oh, she is trying to come back on? Okay. Well, I will keep the
Okay.
stream going for
I
her.
will see all of you all
Thank you, Carrie
later.
Ann.
Take care.
Okay, you too. Well, give me a chance to get caught up with the chat at least while Becky continues to try. Um, who said Becky? Oh, Fraud. If you're in touch with her, because I can't multitask that well, can you tell her maybe try restarting the phone? Sometimes that helps. Jay, there was no fuss made that I was aware of. I will say there was a discovery, but the accusation came later. And the original assumption by the people that I was watching was it was probably that woman that was sleeping in that tent before DOA took it. And I don't usually call him DOA. I call him Scott or Scotty. Yeah, Minnie, I agree with you. And yes, Becky, I can do that. Sorry. Give me 1 sec. Well, maybe two. Because I have to pull it up and then send it to my phone so I can send it to you. Here we are. And just bear with me, folks. I have to switch screens and all that other fun stuff. Okay. That. And let me grab that. Come on. Sorry. I have to make things more complicated, don't you know? There. And one more. Okay. Okay, Becky, you should have it coming at you. Yeah, I can only speak for myself. I would like to think that I'm not walking on eggshells. I just choose not to discuss this stuff most of the time. Welcome back, Becky.
Sorry, guys. As you guys can see, I'm always a hot mess. I don't know why you guys thought oops, why you guys thought I somehow had it together because I don't. Um,
That's okay. Just everybody take your Dramamine now because I'm not there to, I can't pass them out in the chat. Oh,
so
is Papa
I
here?
just I had to cancel an appointment that I had a meeting at 2, and I was all like, we need to reschedule this for another day. So I just
Oh,
rescheduled. No worries. It's nothing. It's
okay.
nothing. That's gonna hurt my financial status. I'll be fine. But anyways, the reason why we're doing this again, it's because of the continuing of the bullying. And I hate using the word bullying because that fucking reminds me of junior high school. And I'm sorry,
Well,
but I was never bullied in high school.
um, okay. So as I was not bullied in high school, I was bullied in elementary school. Um, so, and
I
honestly,
defended the people that were getting bullied.
this behavior is bullying on the next level.
It's
It
messing with
honestly
people's
is
real lives.
Yeah, it is harassment, which is actually a crime in most places in North America.
Hmm. The extent that it has, and again, Scooter Mom, I'm sorry, I can't see the chat, so I'm dependent on you to start
Yep.
any
I'm
comments.
I'm still
Um,
catching up, so you can catch up with me.
well, it's funny because people always tell us, well, why are you still talking about it? Why are you still talking about it? Well, that's because they keep bringing me back in here. I'll be
Yep.
happy to shut up if people will just shut up about it. Um, I
If
have,
they keep your name out of their mouths, then you won't have to talk about anything.
and let me tell you how, so someone that's a second gen, I won't mention any names because Lord knows they don't need any more hate. But it's someone that's very well loved. When I brought this to, because all the shit that was happening in the very beginning and all the drama, and my concern really wasn't for anyone else, but the people that I try to go out there and support, which were many of the ex Scientology, which was the protesters. My concern was, well, do you guys still trust me to be out there trying to defend you guys, trying to advocate for you? That's where I lost my trust,
Hmm.
or where I thought I had lost their trust. That was my concern. And they replied with, Becky, we know it's bullshit. We know that's not true. We were there. Don't worry about it. Um, but then this is what they kind of slipped in there, and it really upset me because they said, if you had not reacted to it and you didn't speak against it, none of this would be happening to you.
Yep.
But I guess that's what you get. Hearing that when they're blaming the person that did absolutely nothing was very hurtful.
Yeah. Because you did
It's what
nothing to deserve that in the first place. And you have every right to stand up for yourself, as does everyone else.
And what the reason why it hurt so bad was because they had that same mentality of, you pull this in.
Yeah.
And to me, it was just, damn, Scientology really fucked you up if you're still blaming victims for what's happening to them.
Hmm.
That's where my brain went. I, in no way, shape, or form, did I do anything out there that would cause. Now, I'm going to tell you how the DOA chat playbook is going to go. Becky was on panel up there and she can't stop talking about you. And Becky, yeah, but it's okay for you guys to go around. And again, look at Becky's tits up there, needle tits. Da, da, da. Again, the needle tits does not bother me.
Yeah.
But Sandra sexualizing me. And then they try to say that the whole window shit wasn't real.
Yeah.
When she's the one that fucking gave me the video.
Yeah.
And now they're, oh, Becky's always crying. Well, so is your goddamn fucking master. And he's not crying over somebody else's pain. He's crying over boo-hoo me.
Hmm. Yeah.
And that's why I said I need Scooter Mom to kind of. I was bullied from 14 to 15. Oh, Papa Smurf, are you in here? And that's
He
another thing.
is.
Some of the chatters that actually believed him. Did that hurt? Yeah, it hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Because people like Tilty Bird that I've always treated with respect in the chat. I treated everybody with respect. If I don't like somebody, I just ignore them.
Yeah.
I have very few people blocked. Thank you, Jay. I have very few people blocked that I was all like, oh my God. And that's usually because they were spamming. And I was like, oh my God, you're such an annoying bitch. So then I'll block them. You see, problem solved. I don't have to see them. I have
Yep.
people blocked in Pup Creamer's chat too. They go in there and I'm all like, do 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 block. Um, because I don't need to engage. You know,
Yeah.
Becky keeps talking about it because they keep bringing it up. Yeah, I'm their mortal enemy. Remember?
Yeah. Well, with enemies like you, who needs friends?
um,
Hey,
but I
Moose.
will.
This is not my usual type of thing. Just letting
No,
you
it's
know,
not.
because you
No,
are
it's
very
not.
new to my channel still. So,
So most is the I normally come to my channel and I do my thing in my channel. That way it is not taken into other people's chats. Becky, exactly, but somehow we still live rent free in their heads. Oh, trust me, you know what? I'm walking around like, well, goddamn, I am so important because they can't stop talking about me. But at least that's what they think I'm doing. When I'm guessing the ones say needle tits are the needle pricks. Yes, and you know what, Maya? What's also very hurtful in all of this is that I would be supporting, let's say, somebody like T, who had very few people in her channel. And I would go in there and I would say, hi, T, or whatever. And then the trolls started coming in, taking over that channel, making, and they were in her chat again, making comments about me.
mm-hmm.
And, um, in her chat, she feels that they should have a voice. No problem. I just won't go in there. But I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you something about the channel that quote unquote Scott helps. You might be getting the views because you see, he didn't help my channel. I never asked him. I never. No, 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 no. He claimed he was gonna help me with all these cash apps and do this and do that. At the end of the day, no, he didn't. So what did he help me with? Absolutely nothing. Sal helped me set up my channel or I could go live. That's about it. Sal did not throw any money my way. Sal did not do anything other than help me. And oh look, Becky, this is how you go live. Thank you, Dosh. Um, so nobody helped me with my channel. I was out there day in and day out. So if people came to my channels because they wanted to see what was happening in the encampment, I don't think they necessarily wanted just to hear me yap yap. They wanted to see what was happening out there. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, Becky, we got your back. If I see Scott, I'm going to take a pound of flesh. Don't do that, Doug. But they play victim very well, and they play victim for Scott extremely well. But please tell my bunkie I love her. Yes, thank you, Miss Sunrise. Um, you know what's sad is that they put chatter against chatter. So um, don't imagine dragging Becky for simply being human. Thank you. Don't drink the Kool Aid. Now this is where it upsets me. Again, people like Tilty Bird, who I always welcome into chats, my chat, Fluffer Squirrel, who decided to remove me from the SBTV space. Being removed from there, I really, to God honest, it didn't bother me. And people that are subscribed to me will know that I'm live.
Yep.
But the fact that they did it uh, simply on someone's command. The fact that they did all this hatred because somebody claimed or somebody stated I was canceled, it goes to show you who really has a mind of their own. The shit started on me because I didn't back corn with Nancy and he got people against me. Well,
That's
you know what, Papa
Papa.
Smurf, yeah, Papa, I remember a time where you blocked me. You didn't want to even acknowledge that I was there. And this was in Pop Groomer. And I'm not, and you know damn well that I love me some Papa Smurf. But that's
Mm-hmm.
the kind of stuff that, and Papa, no, I'm not pointing it. No, 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 I don't want you to feel any sort of guilt or whatever. When I said in Pup Groomer's chat, Papa, I miss you. I wasn't kidding. I wasn't joking. It was, and I put it in Scooter, in Pup Groomer's, Papa, I really do miss you. And then we went into Miss Sunrise Dawn, and I knew you were in there. And what did I say? I do really miss you because I enjoy his antics. I enjoy him, and I'm going into the corner. I didn't know that there was other drama around there with other stuff. But, you know, the fact that, for example, someone like you who since I'm not anyone's best friend, so apparently never mentioned as a wait style audit. I was never mentioned as a Chicago protester. I don't speak to the issue. That's unfortunate style. And you know people in the Chicago protesters. I've seen the comments where they make negative comments about me and I don't even know the reason why. I've never attacked anybody out there. I try to support the smaller channels. When Nancy was out there, people talked smack about me who never spoke to me. They heard rumors and ran with it from chat to chat. Yes, Ellie. Girl, drama doesn't appeal to me. I heard about all that drama afterwards. I
Mm-hmm.
wish Cena News would take back her SBTV site. She doesn't entertain the drama. Fluffer just manages it. I don't give a fuck what Fluffer does or doesn't do. There's nobody on that site anymore that wants to be on there. People want to get off. Hey, Style, you are a protester. Yes, you are. So, you know, people like I was duped. I know, and I don't want. I'm not trying to guilt trip you, Papa, because you know I love me some Papa. But you know, people when you lose support from like people like Papa, uh, T used to come into my channel and say hello. You know, when you lose support to people that you only see online, yeah, but you actually are like, oh, how's Papa doing? Is he okay? And you no longer see that support. You're like, but what did I do? My last life, my interest, Ellie or Papa. Uh oh, style. Um, I had, and again, I don't understand what I want people to specifically say what I did to them on a personal level
Yeah.
that has caused so much hate to come my way. Because you see, what Sandra said out there, Sandra was more upset that Leah was put in charge by Scott and she wasn't. She was up, so she wanted to push people out of the way, or rather trample on them, so that she can become Scott's number one simp. That's sad. I'm sorry, but the only person I'm simping for, and that's maybe occasionally, is my husband.
Well, I mean,
If she
you have the
manages it,
paperwork to to validate it.
you know, the man has supported me in all of this. And then they try bringing this into, Becky's always talking about her husband. Well, who the fuck do you want me to talk about? And you guys are always talking about Scott. You guys have the audacity to go and try to ruin people's real lives for Scott. That to me is sad.
Yep.
But anywho, um, Scooter, it's just after a while you get pounded to the floor where you're just like either you stand up, come up, start swinging because I'm a swing because I get
Yeah.
tired of turning the other cheek. I get tired of staying silent because I don't want to bring this on to myself as they claim I did.
No.
I'm not
And
comparing trauma.
no, exactly. And anyone who has listened to you with an open heart and mind would know that you have never been comparing dramas or traumas. Sorry. There are so many people in this community who have a varying range of traumas that they have dealt with. If we all compared, oh my goodness, the Olympics wouldn't even have enough slots for everyone.
No, when I hear people in pain and I can relate to that pain, not necessarily to their experience, but that pain.
Yeah.
If I can relate to it, it's not to compare it. It's for me to say, you know what, I understand your pain. Let us take some of that burden off. It's never to compare it. It's never to say, because again, they don't know what I've been through. If I wanted to sit here and put a whole of the shit that I went through, and somebody says, you know what, Becky, I understand. I'm not gonna sit there and go, no, you don't, because my pain was bigger than yours.
Yeah.
They don't know what I pissed Becky off once. She knocked me off. Like, stop it. No, I didn't. I love Doug. But if people can kind of relate, and it's not to compare it. It's
It's
when you're just
empathizing.
well, it's when you're down on the floor and you really don't feel like there's a way out, and someone that I say you for example, and your mobility issues. And I'm like, yeah, she's still kicking ass out there. It's not comparing traumas because obviously your back issues are worse than mine because somehow, one way or another, I can still use the cane. But when I see people like you that have these mobility issues, like Audit, like so many people, and they're still living life, it's not to compare it. It's for me to say, you know what? There's still life after this. There's still life after that trauma. There's still life after that injury. There's still life after whatever it may be. Because
You
not
know
until
what?
I'm 6 feet under am I gonna stop.
I don't I don't like to look at it as, one being worse than the other. They're just different.
Different, yeah.
They are just different. But there are a lot of similarities involved. Just because they're different, they might be from a different source. They might have a different level of intensity at times. Doesn't mean that there aren't enough similarities that you can identify with the person going through it.
When I was first injured, and it took maybe a couple of weeks for my leg to completely go out, and it started with my left leg. Now it's on my right because the disc kind of moved, and so I was watching, and YouTube and Google, they kind of hear your conversations, I guess. But
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I get this in your feed, and it was a girl who went through domestic violence that was so bad that he left her paralyzed. My money is on Scooter Mom. And oh, she'll kill you kindly, and you'll be smiling at it.
Not
Got it.
always.
Becky came to my
Not
house and
always.
stole my bras. I don't know style. If they're Victoria's Secrets, I'll take them. But and I'm trying to. The last name is Martina. She's a creator. Anyways, she
Yeah.
went through some horrible DV, and it left her paralyzed from the neck
Mm-hmm.
down. And I think it was the brother who had some mental issues and stabbed her in the neck, and that's how she became paralyzed. Anyways, she comes into my For You page, and it's of her trying to get off of the floor. And I went, what that did for me was this girl just went through some horrific chain of events. Her own brother stabbed her. He had mental illness and left her paralyzed. She lived in a rehab for over a year. She's learning how to walk again. They told her she was never going to walk. She cooks, as a matter of fact. She cooks. She does Mexican food. She hustles. And when I saw her trying to get up from that floor, and it must have taken her like a good 10 times in order for her to finally rock herself up.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Fairy. I went, how the fuck can this girl get up? And here I am, where I only have one leg that's acting up, and my ass ain't gonna get up there. Oh, hell no. So I was able to take what she was doing, Petunia, and say, if she can do it, oh, you best believe it. When I tell you, that's when I started advocating once again for myself, and it was like, nope, this isn't working. I was sent to chiropractors. You name it, I have done it in order to be able to walk as much as I can, which is half a block. So I don't want to sit back and say my traumas are worse than yours. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
No.
saying is get up. You will be able to do it. It might take you 10 times. It might take you 10 tries. It might take somebody to offer you a hand, but you can get up. And that's what, when I
I
say been there, done that, that's what I mean.
and I will tell you, before this community, I had been pretty much lying on my bed. I did not even sit up to watch YouTube videos or to watch TV. It was too painful. I didn't have the muscle strength. I still kind of don't, but and I had reached the point where I thought, well, it's probably not going to get any better than this. And
Mm-hmm.
um, I started watching all these different streamers out there protesting, and I was really encouraged by what was going on. And then I saw um, a second gen who I will not name today, um, in Toronto, who was outside the then rental org, because they have a different rental org now. And I recognized the area. So I said, oh, well, I know where that is, and I can get there. I just have to be able to get myself up and going, and I will get there. And that's exactly what I did. I set the goal, and I started working myself up from lying down to sitting up, and then standing up, and I made sure that I could get out there.
Because that was
So
your push.
this community,
That was the push
yeah,
that
but
you needed.
this community has done a lot for a lot of people that has nothing to do with Scientology. It
I
has to
agree.
do with what's going on in their personal lives and gives them the, okay, big word, impetus to get up and get out there or to do what they are able to do. As well, on a totally different subject, I was never really a crafty person. I used to crochet sometimes, not very well, but spend enough time in this community and you end up doing crafts. So now there are
Yeah.
people in this community who have friendship bracelets made by me. I never made friendship bracelets. That was not a thing when I was a kid or a teenager. And I've crocheted a new scarf this year. Yeah, this year. And now I'm doing diamond painting, which I had never even heard of before Pup Groomer. Like, there are so many things that this community has to offer. The negativity is something that nobody needs to be offering.
Well, that's what is, and when I tell people when they sit back and they criticize a lot of the chatters, uh, I all I can think about is maybe these people that are out there that are in the chats, they don't have the ability to get up and go out for whatever reason. And it varies. They don't have the money for whatever reason it may be, and this is their only way where they get some type of socialization. Let's say where they feel that they're heard, where they feel that they belong. So I understand that when it comes to Scott's chat, um, many of them have never felt part of anything, and now they feel part of this bigger picture that they're going to bring down Scientology. So I don't blame people that are in there that are trying to find some type of community. The ones that where I have to sit back and be like, dang girl, you need to step away are like the Judy Curtises that are out there doing this shit in real life. I feel like crap that I actually fell for him and his BS. I have to say though, I did become very suspicious of him after he ran away from the encampment. Okay, mini darts, this is what I want to touch on. That's why I tell people that come into my channel and Scooter Mom, you can tell me whether I'm lying or not. But when I tell them, if they've been in other people's chat, just don't run them away. As long as that they are coming in here. Now you're walking, fishing, hunting. Good, Doug. And when I say, if you see them in Scott's, Danny's, whoever chat, but they're coming into mine and they're being respectful and they're for whatever reason in there. um Ellie, you're right. I want them to be able to go into someone else's chat just because they've been part of Scott's, VDT's, anybody else's chat. They come into mine. I don't want them to be shamed out of my chat, again,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they're staying respectful. I have my own experience with Scientology, but according to DOA, my story of essay was a never end. Scientology was a waste of time. Oh my God. You cannot, invalidating what somebody went through and
And he's the
shaming them
defender
for.
of what? Sorry. Continue.
Now, I don't think ants are the ones that are getting hurt by Scientology, other than probably some
Mm-hmm.
raid on them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So, whatever way he decides to do it, if he was actually doing it to help people, then I'm sorry, you have fucking failed. Because the only thing that God has brought is a lot of pain, a lot of anger, a lot of hurt. Um, I don't see that how that helps anyone. You best believe that they're going to be screen recording this. They're going to be looking at chat, who was in chat, who was saying what was being said. Oh my God, this person spoke out against so and so. Let me tell you, I don't care whose chat you're under or whose chat you go to. The only thing I care about is that you're not in my chat having a full conversation with, let's say, I don't know who's normally in my chat, Pup Groomer. And then you're going to go to that chat and say, oh yeah, Pup Groomer is such a this, and start talking, and then come back into my chat and be like, yo, Pup, how are you? Nah, you're not doing that.
Yeah. Don't be a two-faced dick.
I was expecting that. Well, I mean, I've had people, and Dos is one of them, who was in ZDT's chat. And again, they will sit there and criticize me and try to shame me. People should be able to participate in any chat. Yes. And again, I don't care if you're supporting him. If you're supporting him because he's with Laura, if you're supporting him because he's loud, if you're supporting him because he's actually giving Scientology a headache, I don't care about that. I really don't. What makes me mad is when you're seeing all the bullshit that he's doing to people and really hurting people in real life. And you're still, yay, DOA. And I'm like, wait a minute. I thought you were for the protection of children. I thought you were standing up for this and you're cheering that on? Oh, well, the problem is that I hate Scientology more. Uh, don't look now, but he's really acting like one. Because everybody that went out there to try, Doug,
And only one eye,
everybody
too,
that,
right, Doug?
one eye monster. And everybody that went out there to help bring awareness. Again, I never said I'm gonna go down there and shut it down. I wish I fucking could. I would. I went out there to bring awareness. I can't do anything for the people that are already in there. I can't do anything for the kids that we can't bring out. I can't do anything for the elderly that they already got the um, financial information on. The only thing that I can do is bring awareness. That's it. I can't change people's
Yep.
minds. But if I can bring awareness so people don't go in there, and if they go in there because they think, you know what, Dianetics is going to help me in some way, shape, or form, they go in there and they're like, wait a minute, this is what they were talking about. The financial abuses. Oh shit, my credit card. Nah, you can't have my credit card. Here, let me pay cash for that. You see, when you're bringing that awareness, and they happen to go in there, or they hear something on the outside that goes, wait a minute, what is it that they? Oh, really? Wait a minute. Let me Google, and they have the nerve to Google whoever it may be, maybe even Scott. Oh, wait a minute, not Scott, because now they Google Scott and they're like, wait a minute, this is a shit show that they want me to come back out to? Nah, I'm cool, peace out. But that's what I'm talking. I don't care. And then they make it a big old deal because Jessica is an influencer. She's not really in. I don't care how, because Street, who's a 1A auditor who was pissed off because Scientology told him he couldn't film, is the reason many of us went out there. Wait a minute. We know Streets from LAPD and all the shit that he worked for LAPD. Oh, he's pissed. He's mad. Let's go ahead and go out there. You see, it doesn't matter why they're out there as long as they're being respectful, as long as they're trying to bring awareness to it, as long as they're trying to get people out, whatever it may be. I don't give a fuck what the reason is, as long as they're doing it in a respectful manner. Is it to make money? Why not? Make money while you're trying to tear down that cult. Fuck it, why not? ZDT supporters can be here as long as respectful and not two-faced. I said that. Same with Scott supporters. I said that. We gotta learn to listen to a yeah, and I don't need somebody just agreeing with me, agreeing with me, agreeing with me. I want somebody to challenge what I'm saying. Someone that's gonna say, Becky, but wait a minute, let me give you my point of view. Make the argument of your point of view, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I never thought about that. Every if you are the smartest person in the room, you're not learning. I'm not here to teach. I'm here to learn. If you're the smartest person in the room, you need new friends because they need to challenge your ass. Scooter Mom is all like, I'm keeping quiet. What are your thoughts, Scooter Mom? Because I see you got that.
Listen, I agree with everything that you have said. I'm also tracking what's going on in the
Uh
chat,
oh.
and
What's
I don't
going
want
on
to
in the
give
chat?
anyone a heart attack because I've already shocked a few people.
Oh no. Oh, don't
We
be
do need
angry.
respectful challenges, Jules. I definitely
Thank you,
agree.
Fairy.
No, I don't think anybody in the chat is angry at the conversation here. And you know what? If it's not for them, that's okay. They can come back another time. Um, because I offered my channel to you because you can do StreamYard and I can manage Restream, and that's my choice, and the people who are here are the ones who want to be here. And you know what, if this is not for you, then come back a different day when I'm doing the scooter report or I'm minding my P's and Q's a little better.
Well, the reason I came onto
But
yours is
this
because I respect your thoughts, and I think highly of you. I think highly enough of you for you to say no, Becky. Hold on, let me challenge you on that, and um, for you to say, Becky, let's think about this. And I know that I'm safe in here. That you're not. What are they saying? What are they saying? I can't see it. It's too low down.
Miss Kim,
Oh,
I put it up for you.
Miss Kim. Oh, girl. She said, don't be a dick. A two-faced dick.
Don't be a two-faced dick.
Don't be a two-faced dick. Yeah, she sure did. That came from her mouth. The one that gives you the eye when you keep being pup groomer up a little longer.
I can actually raise the one eyebrow, just so you know.
I'm a mom, so I think that can. I can only do the right eye.
I can do the right eye very well.
I can't do.
Occasionally, I can do the left eye. Occasionally. But today is not the day.
Wait, not to mention, I too was a witness in '96 when I went back to Clearwater and went into Fort Harrison Hotel that I seen and heard I thought would help this movement. Okay. Mini darts, I think everybody that can bring some information to this, I think anyone that can bring awareness to this, um, it's essential. It doesn't matter how much or how little. I always hate Cinderella. She doesn't need a reason. Yeah, and I'm going to put in my 2 cents into this because yes, Sulfur Squirrel did talk about me. Sulfur Squirrel went to Maryland and was talking shit about me, and I know Maryland showed me the emails. Um, you're always waiting for Spirit Mom to
Ellie.
judge you. Ellie, girl, um, I lost my train of thought.
Thank you, Jay. Sorry, Becky.
So I'm laughing because I love watching Scooter Mom when she's doing her scooter report and she does the computer stations, and then and she thinks that it bothers us. Oh, stop. And I see Scooter Mom over here apologizing, and when Jen stays too long, oh yeah, she gives. And I started because I when Jen, Scooter Mom. Now Jen has gotten really good about saying, you know what, I think it's time for me to go to bed now. And I love that for her. But when Jen first started this, and she would keep going, and Scooter would say, "Time." Oh, okay, Scooter Mom, and we would continue the conversation in there. And she would say, "You're 5 minutes over." I just picture her being like this, chat. You're keeping pup up, chat. And so that's why I started putting on there La Chancla, yeah, style. I was picturing Scooter Mom giving us the eye. So that's why I started saying Scooter Mom is giving us the look. How can you see Scooter Mom? Because you can feel it. Like Donna Belushi and Marty. That's why I
Oh,
have this
Marty.
wrinkle up here, because people already know that when I think it's bullshit, or when I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
oh really?
The
They
eyebrow
already know.
acts
My
all
family.
on its own. The eyebrow goes up all on its own.
My son. This is my son. But mom, and I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, Mom, I'm stop it, Mom, stop. And I'm like, what am I saying? And it's that little eyebrow, Mom. I love this. I love seeing people have. Oh, I love Scooter, Mom. When yeah, I love. She manages. Yeah, she manages to stay out of shit, and just, most of the time. It's a good thing that street theater and was a good thing. Yeah, it was a good thing to bring information. Yes, I agree, Kim. A lot of us were watching Street. Did Scott add to it? Well, he was that. Well, God damn, that shock element. But I don't know what happened yesterday. His own friend, and tapping the foot. Yes, damn, Scooter
Have
Mom.
you
We
all been
are
talking with my
accusing you
daughters
of
behind my back or
everything.
something?
No, no, and the shoulder front. This is how I picture you now. Tapping of the leg.
Oh,
We need
Cinderella,
you up
thank you for
here.
being here.
Well,
Oh,
that's what we really care for. Do we get angry? Yes, we get angry. Lord knows I can get angry. Let's all in chat. Oh shit, what time is it? Oh, I got time. Husband don't come home just yet.
oh gosh.
Um, Scooter Mom is tone 70. I'm still learning the Scientology terminology. And I
Yeah.
purposely didn't want to learn it because I'm not like, oh no, I don't need to know the whole Scientology talk. But it does help, because when you're talking about it, especially to people and you never know when you're going to meet someone in Scientology. I was walking down South Central. Was I not, Scooter Mom? And the guy
Yes,
is
you
like,
were.
I love Scientology. I have a course today. And I was like, excuse me? Yes, Becky does get angry. Oh, hell yeah. Do you think?
Kim,
I have no
I need
control
one
over
of
what my
those.
face. Yes. No, she needs one that says I have no control over the eyebrow.
Ask my daughters, the whole face. The whole face does its own thing.
I'm telling you, I was when I was working over here. and I worked with bougie people, bougie patients at the time. There was one patient that came in, and you want to know what his complaint was? I had unprofessional eyes. And my doctor, exactly. And the doctor goes, unprofessional eyes? He says, yes, she has, you want, I, I don't know what to tell you. If I know you're talking bullshit and I know you're full of bullshit, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit back and I guess my unprofessional eyes were this. Oh, okay. Those were my unprofessional eyes. From then on, oh, you best believe that it was all over that hospital that I had unprofessional eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom has been chasing my streamers. Unfortunately, they're still too fast.
That's a good one, Style.
I can see me getting along really well with Becky. At a large majority of my friends are stylish. Come on down. I can go anywhere. I'm gonna tell you something that I love about me. Cause I love me some Becky. Oh my gosh, she's such a narcissist. I don't give a fuck what you say. Um, I can go anywhere by myself, anywhere, and I can guarantee you that half of the time I will end up in a VIP table because I treat everybody the same. And I'll be talking to this person thinking that they're the janitor or whatever. It turns out that the owner of the company, and before you know it, I'm sitting on a VIP table. It's happened many times. And you know what? Let me tell you guys something that my daddy always told me. Always be extra nice, not just to the waiters, but to the busboys. Because the busboys, they're the ones that can go and get you the real good food. And it's so true. It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Always be nice to the busboys. Because trust me, they got more pull than a lot of the waiters. We would fit right in here on Long Island. Ooh, oh no, I got a spicy mouth. I've always been told I have no filter. I've been trying the filter thing, but I don't think it really works out too well. Yeah, yeah. In my reviews, that always came up. Becky, um, I gotcha. Becky, that you're good at everything. I have no complaints, but can we please add on a little filter? And I'm like, filter? Why you want me to put a filter on? Then you won't know what I'm thinking. And trust me, you not knowing what Becky is thinking is worse. It really is worse. You want to
Oh
know what I'm
gosh.
thinking. If I'm not talking, if I'm quiet, don't think that you won. It just means I'm really thinking about how to fuck you over in the nicest way possible. Becky has resting eye face. I was told that I flirt too much. Well, shit, if Becky had unprofessional eyes unscrewed, my whole face tells the story. But Becky is trouble. Oh, hell yeah, I'm trouble. You should see what I told my CEO of the company one time. He wanted us to throw little pebbles so that we can see the ripple effect. They just hadn't given us. They went and they spent thousands of dollars on this meeting and then claimed we couldn't get a raise because there wasn't any money. So when that topic came up and he said, does anybody have a question? I swear the HR president looked at me and I was all, well, I ain't got no questions. Why are you looking at me? The minute he said, do you guys have a comment? I went, and I see the HR president going, I see his face and I said, and I'm sitting there, and this is me. I do have a comment. You guys have spent thousands of dollars for me to throw a little pebble in and it was a bowl, for me to throw a little pebble in the bowl so that you guys can see a ripple effect. And he looked at me, and then I said, used to, you guys did not set the standards. We were the standard. What happened? You guys don't allow us to do our job. You guys don't allow us to treat our patients like we've always treated our patients, like their family. And now you guys are complaining because the patients are complaining that they have no personalized service. When you guys are counting our post-its, counting how many pencils and pens were added, that I fuck with you not. Why? I said I became a blank blank employee because I was a patient here first. Oh yeah, you should have seen his face. I left out of there, and my HR VP, or actually she was a VP, she came over and she says, Becky, I thought you were gonna hand him his ass. And I was like, oh no, I saw your face. You did this, so I knew it had to be good.
Oh gosh.
Miss Sunrise, I used to blame my youth. Now I blame my old age. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Yeah, Perry in the chat. Yeah, and this is another thing that I've noticed. I've noticed that when we squash things with someone, Becky, let's both go to New York and do street style audits on people. Oh, that would be so much fun. We need to gift hard for the travel money. Oh yeah, I don't know how I'm a gift. I'm not my. You see, I can't even fucking say the word. I'm not monetized. Hamid
Oh.
up and I we're trying to do a where she needs to obviously be able to collect more of her vacation time because she did spend almost a month of it over here, the 2 weeks, and then she went and by the time she got home, it was about 3 weeks or something. So as soon as she has enough vacation time, because she does have a brand new RV that she bought to help out, we are planning on going to Colorado, for sure, Colorado. And it all depends on which way it takes us, but we really did want to go to Clearwater. I wanted to go over there to have fun with Cheryl, because let me tell you, feral Cheryl is a fucking riot. Hey, Susan P, come on in. But and this is the other thing that happened. Um, if me and another creator have a problem, make sure you carry the filters in your top. Oh
Me
my,
too, Sunrise. Me too.
what did Sunrise say?
She said she's still trying to get monetized and it's taking forever.
You know, I'm eligible to be monetized. I have the watch hours. I
Yeah.
have the, but because I'm not really doing the content that I think it's worthy of, throwing up there the super chats or what. And I don't care what it is that you guys do, and as far as getting monetized and all of that. I don't care who makes money, because whether you make money or don't make money, you guys aren't paying my bills. So you all take a side door to see me on the way, Becky. Yes, let's go pick up. Yeah, let's go pick up. We're gonna pick you up. So we're thinking about this more like in possibly the fall time, where there's no snow and it's not as hot, and we need time to plan it. So that's one of the ideas that we were kind of throwing out there. And I haven't talked to her in a bit. I once quit a job on night shift bakery by writing "bite me" in a giant fucking letter.
And y'all are shocked by
I'm
me.
gonna tell you how I got fired. I finally had enough of this new administration, and something happened, and it had to do with one of my patients, and it really pissed me off. Anyways, I went, fuck you, fuck the name of the company, and fuck your new management. Now what? Do you want me to go back out there and continue doing my job like I've been doing for the past 10 years? And she said, Becky, you're terminated. And this was me. Pandemic pay, bitch. And I walked out. But this is after me just having enough and enough and enough. And so when it started affecting my patients, then it was like, nah, no, 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 no. You're not going to tell me that my patients are production because they're not production. They're not. I,
Hi, Eric.
where's Eric? Eric, which Eric?
Not Eric Levitt, not Raider.
Oh, hey, Eric.
I would love it if Raider came in here, but I don't think he has found us.
I'll send him your way one of these days. Eric has gotten a lot of shit for speaking
Yeah,
out.
he has.
People say, well, why hasn't anyone spoken out? He has. And trust me, he's paid dearly for it because they have come for him. Dieter, my brother might be getting married this year sometime, so I'll end up back in Central Florida when that happens. Ooh. I say we all, and I'm inviting you all, and I haven't even spoken to Ahmed up. I say we all pick all of y'all up, and we end up in Clearwater, and I'm telling you, you guys have to meet Beryl, Cheryl, and Dusty, and all of them because I've never met Aaron or anyone. But Beryl, Cheryl, Dusty, and Jerry, oh my God, they are a fucking hoot. What you guys see on the screen is exactly what you guys get. They're fucking hysterical. Come
They
on, Scooter
cracked
Mom.
me
Let's.
up on the ride just when Dusty picked them up from the airport.
Oh, I. Now you all know that I love Dusty. You all know that I love Dusty.
He
But
has a
my
problem
friend,
hearing
oh,
women's voices.
oh, he heard mine. I'm gonna tell you, he heard mine. I was like, Dusty. So this is what happened with Dusty. And Dusty, you think I have ADHD? I haven't diagnosed the man because I don't diagnose. But let me tell you, he can get distracted very easily.
Yes.
So, so we're all planning to go out to dinner, right? And I was cooking. I was preparing for the Sunday dinner that we were gonna cook with Sir Crepitus. So I was out there with Sir Crepitus and Sir Crepitus's wife, which I adore. And so we were planning, we were prepping for the enchiladas, how we were going to do that outside, because normally I make them in a disc outside with firewood. So we were trying to see if we can do it over there with the awesome grill that he has, but it wasn't working for what we were trying to do, what I was trying to do. So, anyways, I'm up there. I'm prepping the enchilada sauce. We're trying to get as much prep for the next day. We can just cook and really enjoy our friends, right? So Dusty calls about something about dinner, and we're like, oh, do you guys want to come to dinner? And we were like, such and such restaurant. They close at this time. Yeah, let's do it. So now we're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I'm like, where are they? So I go on to YouTube and Dusty is live at the restaurant. I said, oh, Dusty, I'm not going to let you forget this one. So Dusty just forgot about us. He and it wasn't done in a malicious way. Sir Crepitus and his wife are coming. Oh, he really is, Doug. You are very lucky. Hell, I might just join the crew. Um, so, anyways, he didn't do it in a malicious way. He just truly, completely forgot. So, damn this time I text Cheryl and I'm like, I'm still waiting. And she's all like, Dusty. So, you
Good
thought I
night,
was going to
Marty.
bye. You thought I was going to let him live it down? Oh, no. The next day I was all like, I'm still waiting for dinner. Becky, that's why you'll see me in there throw it up. Well, Dusty, I'm still waiting for dinner. It's to tease him. Yeah, he completely forgot. So I went ahead and I just cooked a very simple Becky will please do. Oh, Doug, it would be a freaking riot. I will finally be able to see your ship, your cruise line. Love you, Doug. I really wish I could see this chat. Let me see. And you see, I can't really see the chat. Okay. Hey,
Oh, woman, you got to
Fuzzy!
get your
And Jill
computer.
Fire Rocks. I do. Journey.
Mhm.
Okay. Journey. Journey puts in a lot of work. And she really does. She puts
She
in a
really
lot of
does.
work. And last time I was in her chat, and it was just, I think it was just, she was just working. There wasn't anybody in the chat, right? And I went
Mm.
in there and I'm looking at her, and it was like, when I tell you that that girl puts in all the hard work, I'm like, am I watching a streamer stream, or am I watching someone at work that gets paid 50, $75,000 a year to be doing this? That was my thought when I went in there. I went, because she's like indexing this, and again, I don't know everything that she's doing, but you see her work process.
Yep.
And it was like watching a coworker. You know, when a coworker really is into their work and they're concentrating and they're like,
Yep.
and I'm
Yep.
like,
I've
am I
watched her
watching
do it
a
many
YouTube? Am
times.
I am I watching a YouTube streamer, or am I watching someone at work? That's what kind of came up to my brain when I saw that. Sorry, Journey, but that's what I remember about going in there.
Yep.
Uh, Papa Smurf is not allowed in the corner anymore.
Yeah. Yes, he
No.
has been trying to sit in the corner, but I have really good people in my chat who will drag him out, and I handed out a couple of buttons too. I do, Susan. I don't always announce my presence, but I do pop in. Uh-oh, I think Becky froze again. I had to look because Becky would have been laughing. So, Becky, go out and come back in. There we go. Now, come on back. There she is.
When I get a text or a call and I thought I had muted it, it will kick me off of is this Restream? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Restream.
it's Restream.
StreamYard doesn't do that. So I have to just be like, not touching it, not touching it. And when I try to kind of move it
Well,
out of the way, it kicks me out.
yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not paying StreamYard
I
prices.
don't blame you, shit. I don't even know what the prices are.
Eric Raider! Did you hear your ears ringing, Eric Raider?
Eric! Oh, there's my Eric. Hell yeah. Everybody.
Eric, would you like to join
Please
us?
do if
We've
you
been
can. If you
we've been chatting, and you're very familiar with the topic. I would be happy to give you the link if you would like to join us.
if you can.
Yeah, if you can, you are welcome to. Doug.
I lost all my Bildrits, drill bits.
Ellie, it is absolutely my pleasure to help out where I can. So,
Ellie, if you still want to come on, or if you don't want to come on, girlfriend, I will. You know, you're always welcome.
yep, absolutely.
No pressure whatsoever.
You are chat bound. Oh, you can't come in
It's
today? That's
okay.
okay, Eric.
We're just happy that you're in here because Scooter Mom was like, I wish Eric would come in, and boom.
I think Fairy sprinkled some
I,
fairy
I was
dust.
about to say that. I have a feeling that somebody, and I wasn't sure who,
Mm-hmm.
yep, that do you see? There's times where our chatters just work their magic, and that's what I love so much about them. Um, that's why it's so
Absolutely.
important. And I'm the first one that appreciates people in my chat because if not, I would be sitting there talking to myself. But not only that, there's been many
Yeah.
times where someone might have the answers. Sorry, I need to pick up all these little drill bits. I don't know why. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
um, you appreciate the chatters that bring in positive information, that bring in positive vibes. They don't need to come
Yep.
in and agree with us at all. And I think sometimes when we're losing our shit, you said Eric 3 times and he appears. But I like it when my chat, when they see me really getting upset to the point where it's not good, because there's different levels of being upset. There's the productive one where you're thinking out loud and you're trying to do something. Is Cricket in here? Hey, Cricket.
Yeah.
Eric, you know you're loved.
Cricket is one of my recent mods.
Mini Darts, I
And
know I've seen your name, but I don't know who you are.
Minnie is formerly a mini minion,
Ah, mm,
but Minnie has reformed.
okay. I'm guessing that Mini Darts was kind of fucked over by somebody, or else they wouldn't be in here.
Um,
Or because they,
I don't know the whole
okay,
story, but I think there was an eye-opening occurrence or two or
okay. Well, welcome.
10 that yeah. Well, Minnie is the one who was saying that she wished that she had seen through
Mm.
the act earlier.
And
So,
this is what I'm trying to get at. And that's why I don't want people being shamed for once falling for that, because then they open their eyes, and I hope that they learn something from it. One, not to trust everything that is said on YouTube, including us. You know,
mhm.
oh, look at Eric. We love Eric. And
Mhm.
so I
Yep.
hope, and for everything, I deeply apologize to everyone. Minnie, I don't know what your old name was or what it was then, but if you have opened your eyes, then that's all that really matters. As long as it's so, if you've learned from this experience, because trust me, I've learned. Um, to where you can now step back and say, wait a minute, and question stuff a little bit more. Like, I never thought I was going to be involved in this sort of drama. Like, when I saw all this other drama and
Mm-hmm.
all this other communities, like the makeup world and all of that, mm, oh, Eric. Well, no, you stood up from day one. You stood up from day one and you thought about it on how I treated you, my chat, and everybody out there. And you didn't fall for that shit. The same way that I didn't fall for the whole Ellie shit because, um, well, first of all, I thought she was Jay's sister, and I was all like, nah, Jay's a wonderful person, so I'm sure that the sister is just as great. One, and again, I don't know where I got that idea. But two, I never saw anything that they were claiming on my channel or on anyone's channel. I can honestly say I never attacked anyone, but believe what was being said. Ah, okay, Minnie. You know, I've had people that believed it, made some comments about me. I thought we had squashed that. I went into their channel and I was like, no, I said what I said. And you know what? I owe you the $50. Let me go ahead. And then they were like, no, we were just kidding. Don't worry. I still went in there and I did the $20 super
Mm-hmm.
chat because I felt that, you know, if I open my mouth and that's what I said, then that's what I need to do. And later on, a couple of streams later, I know you were never Jay's sister. I know. But then a couple of streams,
But you did tell me you felt like he was your son. He was like your
aw,
son.
Eddie. And then a couple of streams later, all of Scott's, I hate to call them minions because I kind of like the minions. They're kind of cute. But all the mold spurs were in there. And I did have someone in my live stream that we attacked DOA, if that helps. No, it's not attacking him. It was the fact that someone went in. I thought we had squashed it. And then the minute that all of the Mospers go back into this person's chat, now all of a sudden it's fuck Becky again. And I'm like, but I thought you and I, we had squashed it. You know, I thought me and this person have, not you and I, but you know what I mean. I thought we had squashed it. And now what happened here? And then I felt that it would have been the ultimate betrayal. Then they took, what's her name? Crazy Love is Love's stream down. And they really screwed with.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just an example of someone that believed it. I thought I never knew her. I never even knew we had an issue. But they believed it. They came over to my channel. I went over to theirs. I thought we had discussed it. I thought it was squashed. And then a couple of episodes later, because I don't even know what fucking episode we're in now, I see them talking crap in there again. And I'm like, what? And then they take down their channel completely. And I was all like, oh. Oh, and by the way, now that I'm on that topic, whoever said that was a Leah in that picture that came up in that other person, that's not Leah. Because I know I've seen Leah. That was not Leah. And for it to be now be revenge corn, that wasn't Leah. Look at that lady's hair, and it was sent to me, and it had everything was blurred out. Obviously, I don't need any dick pics, but that wasn't even Leah. Um, that lady looks older than Leah. Her face looks slimmer than Leah, and Leah has curly hair. So even if she straights it, you can see the curls in the front. That's not Leah. So I don't know who the fuck came up with. Somebody took that picture was actually, if I remember correctly, it was shown in Scott's channel one time as well during one of his panels. So I think that's someone that just want to take channels down using the same picture. Now I have to go back and remember because my mind is mush. But what they did to Crazy Love is Love, I think that's kind of fucked up because they try to hurt three. I'm her mod, and let me tell you, she does a tough woman before all that. People would just pop in and say super nasty things to her. Mm. Oh, your Crazy Love is Love mod. You see, that's something that I don't even know because until there's hard facts, until there's hard proof, blaming and putting other people's information like that, I also don't think that's beneficial. So, but Crazy Love, I thought me and Crazy Love, we had squashed her, and then all of a sudden she's talking shit about me again. Thank you for standing up for Leah, Becky. Nobody deserves that. Well, Jules Fire, we were discussing it with someone, and that's definitely not Leah. If you guys look at Leah's facial structure, and again, this person looks older, the one in the picture, they have a slimmer face, and most importantly, Leah has darker hair color, and I know I've seen Leah's hair wet, and her hair is curly. And if you look at some of her pictures, she has curls here. So no, I don't think that was Leah at all. I hope everyone remembers what happened to Crazy Love is Love's channel when she didn't do exactly what he thought she should do. You have been warned. If you still want him to promote you, yes, I agree. DOA is a fraud. I agree. You
Yep.
might get people coming to your channel. You might have that extra kick of subscribers, but you see, it was the same exact photo done in Scott's streaming. You see,
Sorry.
it's the exact same photo done to Scott's stream mid June. You see? Wait. They're in the ship bucket now? Why? Wait, are they bad actors
Oh,
now or not? I don't know anymore. I can't keep up.
oh no, they are not part of this group.
Oh, okay,
Mm-mm.
gotcha. I don't know who's who anymore. Sorry, crazy, but we knew it was only a matter of time before he turned on you and Henry. Oh, we had bets going. I'm shocked it took this long on Henry. But remember, the only criticism that Henry had about me was that I did not wash dishes. It just goes to show you.
After you cooked for
Wait, wait,
everyone.
wait. And I was scrubbing the grill as he was washing dishes, one. And two, the water he
Yes.
used was the one that Hamed Up and I brought in. Hamed Up went and filled those water jugs that they never returned to her. At Dan's, I paid someone to go and get the 5 gallon water jug filled. And then, so he used that up. When he used that up, then he started with the water bottles. And I was like, why are you wasting the water bottles? That costs money, more money than to go and fill it out. I lost about 100 subscribers because I don't kiss DOA's ass. Minnie, don't worry. Um, I didn't kiss his ass, and I lost about 1,000 subscribers within the first week because I trusted people like Sandra and Leah and Danny to manage my stream because I knew nothing about it. Danny knew he had to dump Lee to keep Leah. And that was good of him that he chose correctly. Sandra
Mm-hmm.
has been trying to break those two up from the very first time that I met her. Is it your fault the encampment wasn't fully staffed? I don't know whose fault it was, but And let me tell you about that. It was we were trying to continue it so that his hard work didn't go to waste. Matt gave in and has been busy doing. Oh, Matt is a piece of shit that has absolutely no balls. Sorry, Scooter Matt. I'm gonna keep quiet after I said it.
No, you don't have to be quiet. I'm not monetized.
I just don't
So
want them coming at you. But
have at it.
fuck it, let's go for it. Again, for those that don't know,
Listen, I'm already having you on my channel. If that's not enough for them to come after me, oh well.
I had a bad feeling the day Henry got into the picture. Well, I had a bad feeling that he was gonna get screwed over real quick. It came later than I thought it was gonna be. To be honest, I mean, I really thought it was gonna go down early on. So Danny only left DOA because of Leah. He didn't do it on his own standing, on his own morals. No. Mm-mm. Ellie's one busy lady. Oh hell yeah, she's taking channels down like a ninja. He has been doing his bidding before the encampment stopped. Yes, Ellie, you're right. Matt went around talking shit about everybody, trying to get into Scott's good grace. He felt that if he kissed enough ass and sucked enough balls, that he was going to be it. Oh, you wait. You wait. You wait. Barry just trying to take over the world. Yeah. Yeah. Fairy, stop it. You're going to end up in the corner with Doss. So never send Fairy and Doss to the corner because they come up with some crazy ass shit afterwards. The problem is they
They
are.
get into nothing but trouble in that corner.
The problem is if they are
And then
low key.
Papa
Yeah,
walks in and says, "Who was in my corner?"
Papa. We love
I
Papa.
can't do the Irish accent. I'm not even going to
I can't
try.
even try. Maybe
Mm-mm.
to hell with them. I'm tired of walking on eggshells. And that's what happens.
And to be very honest, Becky, I honestly do not care what they think of me. I mean, sure, would it be great to get monetized? Yeah.
Uh,
But do I really think it's going to
Not
happen?
yet.
And am I really worried about it never happening? No. But also, I happen to know that my mods love playing Whack-A-Troll. So it would be a
So wait,
gift.
let me just. So this would be a perfect example of something. You highlight the smaller channels that don't get the recognition for
I do.
whatever because they're small, because people don't notice them for. No, he's not a good person. He really isn't. Anyway, so you highlighting. Oh, I have no sympathy for Henry whatsoever. I just think it's kind of fucking funny. So gross seeing Matt like, that's actually kind of pitiful.
I just have to step away from the camera for just a second, but I'm listening, okay?
Hmm. Oh, that means Becky, you better behave because I got my eye
Go
on
ahead.
you. I got my eyeball on you. I forgot what I. Oh, um. So
Ellie.
Scooter, there you go. I had that on yesterday. Um,
I know.
but but Scooter Mom highlighting some of these smaller channels with small clips because that's all that YouTube will allow. Is Scooter Mom putting in this work, not being monetized, trying to get other channels to grow so that they can be monetized. And just because she allows me in her chat, or just because she makes a comment, um, if they try to take down this channel, because oh, trust me, they might do that, it will just seriously show the whole fucking YouTube world what they're really about. They're not there to help out anybody but themselves. I stayed out of it as much as humanly possible. Yes, people are tired. When you, what kind of man has to apologize for having someone else dislike in there? Oh yeah. Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Um, Go ahead, Scooter Mom, because I don't even know what to say there.
I I was just say I was going to say that over the last several months, I there are people in chats and
Mhm.
streamers that I have gotten along
Mhm.
with pretty well and have appreciated their work. There are streamers that I still like the work that
Yeah.
they do, but their
Mhm.
allegiance to I'm gonna use Eric's name, Swati,
Mhm.
has really, really disappointed me to the point where there have been a few times where it's been a last minute decision as to whether or not I go live on Monday for the Scooter Report, because it has just been like the work is all done, but you
It
know,
takes a toll on
because
you.
I it does, and honestly, I have tried really, really hard to 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 feature any small channel that's under 1.5k
Mhm.
and is doing anti-Scientology work.
Mhm.
But when they have that allegiance, it's like, oh, I have to talk them up. And and so I just try to keep it as focused on the work that they're doing for anti-Scientology, and I don't make any other comments about them. And I try to keep that across the board so that you can't tell if you're just watching or listening who I'm more enthusiastic about than others. Except, I mean, I will admit that there have been a couple of streamers or content creators that I am more enthusiastic about, like Eyes to See 33. I mean, months ago, I said she and I are having a mutual love fest over each other's channels.
Well, and
And
let me tell you, like people like me, I see you
hmm
highlighting these smaller channels. I would love to go into their chat and support them, like I have supported many others. But I don't know how they're going to receive it because I don't want anybody to go down there and start harassing them because I was in their chat. So, whereas Becky knows I'm her mod too. Yep. Wackatrol. Yep. You're one of my OG mods.
oh, yeah,
And
we get a lot of practice there, Sunrise.
you do. Because you not only get the people that are coming in from him, you get all of the other Love Fest channels that come in from him. Now you have the other channels that I don't even know who the fuck they are. They coming in, and then you have people like he who shall not be named, but he's quite dark. That come into my channel and talk shit in there too because I don't agree with what he has said and done to people. And you want to know the fucked up part about it is that I spoke up about what he was saying about Ashley, and I was like, absolutely not. Now, let me tell you guys, I will get an email, I will get a text. Fuck Ashley. But you know what? Let me tell you guys something. And I will say this again. That girl went out there with nothing but the pure intentions of trying to do the exact same thing I went out there to do. Just inform people, support people. Whether she now feels that she has these friendships or whatever over here, therefore her loyalty remains over here, that's entirely different. No one, not even the ones that I consider unfriendly to me, no one deserves to be said that they should be graped. No one, including her, including all the ones out there. The same way that when people are making allegations that this person is a chomo, that's enough to get someone killed. And no, I do not agree with that. Unless you have hard proof,
Yeah.
it should not be said. There's certain things that you have to draw the
Mm-hmm.
line, whether they're your enemy, your friend, they're unfriendlies or whatever, you have to draw that line. So Ashley can continue to do this. I don't care. No one deserves that kind of treatment. And that's why the who shall not be named came after me because I was like, nope, I don't agree with what you said. And he came after me. I don't care. What is he going to do? Leave his apartment? We won't let that happen. We Canadians are not always nice. We have scooter. Oh, that's right. We do have scooter moms back. Because don't you?
As my daughter taught me to say, she corrected me, very rightly so, a few years ago. Canadians are not nice. We're polite. Until you fuck with us.
Just imagine this. I have native in me, Purepecho. And I like to tell people we outlived the Aztecs. So I have Purepecha. It's Purepecha. Purepecha in me. Um, I'm Mexican. I lived in LA all of my life, except for the first 9 months of my life. So just imagine, I'm an Angelino, Purepecha, Mexican. So you know damn well that I have a lot of spice in me. I choose not to use that spice a lot of the times because, again, I have freedom of speech like everybody else, but with that comes responsibility. Yes, you are my favorite pup groomer. And then watch the day I die. It's gonna happen like when my dad passed away, and my cousins were like, my uncle always said that I was the prettiest ones of my other uncle's name here. And then the other one comes out and he's all like, wait a minute. He said I was the prettiest one from the aunts here. And they're married to each other, so they're sisters. So my dad was telling one, you're my favorite from, I'll throw in whatever name, Jose's. And then the other one would get, and you're my favorite from Maria's. But they're sisters. The parents are married to each other. And that's how they found out that they were my dad's favorite, and he was telling both of them that they were their favorite. But one was the favorite because of, that's what's gonna happen. You're my favorite from Scooter Mom's place, and then the other one is gonna be you're my favorite from Ferry in the chat place. And the day I die, you guys are gonna be comparing notes. So I might as well come clean now. We can easily defeat them by making it clear that we will not. Yes, thank you, Eric. Yes, we will welcome again. You guys are welcome as long as you guys have truly woken up and you're not out here to harm anybody.
Yeah.
You know, Ferry.
And don't be a two-faced dick and go running back.
Don't be a two-faced dick. There's people that
I need a shirt.
Oh, we need a shirt. I need a coffee mug that says that because then I can carry it every day and I'm not gonna hear this. Damn, Becky never changes her shirt. I need a mug that says don't be a two-faced dick.
Good point. Yeah.
Mm.
Miss Kim, were you saying that you needed one of these Caution Bad Actor shirts? Because I ordered mine from Poe. And unfortunately, I don't think his Fourth Wall store is up anymore because his channel is gone, right?
I can send them a message and see if it's still available. I don't know if it is.
Ah, there's an idea.
Because a lot of people are now asking for them.
Popular item. I wonder why.
Yeah. And he has another one that just says I'm a plant. But I like the bad actor one.
Yeah.
I told you
Yeah.
guys that I didn't sit in anybody's table when I was in high school. I sat out in the front lawn, and I had tons of friends. So this whole Becky just went, no, 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 no. Becky always does her own thing. I got a screenshot about um no, actually I'm lying. It wasn't a screenshot. I was watching the shit show yesterday. I'm sorry, I was watching that panel, and I saw on the comments that said so and so tribe, and then someone in there said that Becky has no tribe, and I died laughing. I said, if these bitches only knew who comes and tells me stuff, they're your friends, not your scooter mom, but theirs. And it was Sal and Sassy who started the whole campaign. Wait. Sassafras? Sassafras doesn't get involved with all of this stuff.
Well,
I don't know
I
what that
think this
means.
was going back to the Papa Smurf harem.
Oh, I don't know how that
It was
started.
the Papa Smurf harem.
Um,
I completely missed it when he started being
bullied?
attacked for
Oh.
his yeah, bullied for his harem,
I had started to
which,
see some
I mean,
comments
it
in
was
there, and it was,
literally women around the world just being friends.
I, now really, people, come on. So it's okay, or it's not okay, for him to jokingly say, join my errand, right? That's not okay. But it's perfectly
Mm,
okay to sexualize my titties. These are Becky's titties. These are their other
mm-hmm.
titties. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. The same way that it's not okay because of whatever is surrounding Aaron. Okay, whatever he cheated, he did this, he did that, da 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 da. But it's okay for Crackhead Henry to get caught on a live stream being called out by his own significant other. Again, I don't give a fuck what he's doing, what he's not doing, but I just find it interesting, I should say, or hypocritical, whichever way you want to look at it, that it's not okay for this person. They will attack this person, but then this person is like, "Yay, go, Kenny, tell her." Really? But then Sal and Sassy started getting people to go at me, Don. Sassafras or who's Sassy? Which Sassy? Because there's another Sassy in there, so I don't know who you're talking about.
Let me scroll down and see if he answers you, because I'm behind again.
Uh, I started doing that myself. I have to get text messages saying, Becky, you're behind.
I will no longer tease you about being so far behind in the chat.
It's okay. KT Peta is known for that. She's not in here. Is KT still in here? Or she's not? She left.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't see Katie Peta in here. She
Oh,
was in your
okay. She was
chat,
earlier.
but I don't think
Okay.
she came over here. Um, yes, Poe is gone, Kim. He's been gone for what, about a month
And let me
now?
tell you guys, they think that they really did something horrible to Poe. Do you guys know that that man is still living his best life ever without the stress of all this? So now that means that people that were used to tuning in to him at 5, like me, or cooking or whatever it was while he was on, um, oh, not sassafras. Okay, yeah,
Not
I was gonna
sassafras.
say Sass is not one to really even read her chat half of the time.
This is true.
I'm not for her. I know. It drives me insane sometimes
Mhm.
because I'm like, look behind you. There's a monster behind you, and she's like, la 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 la. I do not. I do
Yeah.
have to admit, since I've officially walked away from all of them, I'm less stressed out and more relaxed. Yeah. Well, because they play into your feelings. They play into that whole. They his Chad and Scott. They both know how to play into emotions. Yes, you are my
Yeah.
favorite fairy. You're the only fairy for me. Dawn, you're my favorite sunrise. And Bunky, let's not forget. And that's how
um.
politicians do it. Oh, Scooter Mom,
Hello.
no, 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 no. No, let me tell you. No, let me tell you guys about Scooter. No, and I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious about Scooter Mom, and I think I sent you an email about this. Turn your back on those who support Swati. Two, back the real protesters as often as you possibly can. I agree, Eric. I agree. And Eric, and I know you weren't talking about the people in your chat, but I want you to know, um, and I want everybody to know that when I stepped away from Eric, it wasn't that I stepped away from Eric. I stepped away from the chat because I did see Fluffer and I did see a lot of those people that were quite harmful to me in there. And I didn't want to go in there and mess up Eric's channel, but I was still watching the lives, even if it was on the replay crew. I was still liking. I wouldn't leave a comment because, again, I didn't want anybody to come back and attack Eric because I was in there. Um, and so I never stepped away from Eric. I stepped away from the chat. Um, when Eric was having a difficult time and people were attacking Eric because he would not fucking bend the knee and he would not kiss anybody's feet. What on a mug, Becky? Don't be a two-faced dick,
Yeah.
Miss Kim. And then sign Scooter Mom because nobody. I'm a princess and Becky. Yes, you are. But when I saw that Eric was being attacked, and I saw, it's okay, Miss Kim. I have always adored your work. Thank you. Yeah, I saw Eric. Let me tell you, I love seeing Eric stapling. Oh my God, that just brings so much joy to me. You can ask about. Yes, you were one of posts. Yes, you were. They started a fake dating account with his picture, etc., and threatened his family, and he bounced. Um, hold on, let me. They did with Poe. Not only it was and his family, it was his daughters that they
His
threatened,
daughters. Yeah.
saying that she deserved to be art because he would not speak out against Aaron and whatever relationship was going on with Jenna. And KK threatened to F her up if she didn't quit. Threaten who? Who?
Yeah, fraud. I'm confused on that one too. I know who KK is.
Hold on, I'm changing onto my headsets because now I'm confused. Fraud, who did he threaten?
Okay, I've got to get caught up in the chat now so that you can have your answer and I can too. Oh, Eric, I'm glad that you and KT Peta are good.
Oh, good, Eric. I'm glad. Hold on, I hope I don't
Hi,
leave your
hi,
stream again.
Artsy. Yeah, don't you lose the stream again. I mean, I'll keep letting you
No, I'm
back in,
trying
but
to. I
still.
can't get my headsets to work. It got disconnected, and here we are. Let me
Okay.
see if I can connect it.
I'm still trying to get caught up. Give me a sec. Oh. Wait, is Marina in here? Hello, Marina. If you're here, I'm sorry I missed you. I heard a sound change, Becky.
It's my headset. I can't get it to connect now. I don't know why.
Oh.
But can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, well, there you go. Sorry, guys. I can't connect my headsets.
Uh, I am looking. Oh, I
So
hear myself a little.
I'm trying to, and
Welcome in, Jackie C4.
I'm trying to see the chat. Here we go. No,
Sunrise.
I can't even see chat. StreamYard, you need to do better. Hold on.
This is
Okay,
Restream.
I'll restream. Sorry.
Wait,
Journey, I see.
fraud. Girlfriend, wife, who, that was who? Oh, KK's girlfriend or wife? Yeah. He was caught on a stream in New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
saying he would F up his girlfriend or wife, whatever she is. Yeah, that's. Mm-mm. Journey, I completely understand. I'm actually kind of surprised that you've stuck around for this conversation, but I'm happy that you're here. Um, I know that you try to steer clear of all of this stuff, and I certainly do not blame you.
I agree. I can't
Uh,
see the comments. Oh, that drives me insane.
it says, Ellie, be careful with fornicating with
Oh my
trolls from
god.
Fairy in the chat.
Ellie, yes. Oh, Eric, you ain't lying. I took a much needed break from the chat. It was super toxic, and I was having, yeah, I agree.
And Journey, I know. Oh, yeah.
It's all very, and this again, this is how it spills
Okay,
onto
Fairy.
real life. What does
Yeah.
Fairy say?
She's got to
Okay,
go
Fairy.
cook dinner. She'll chat with us later, but she will be listening.
This is how it
Is
spills
Cricket
over.
still here?
And Scooter Mom, let me know when you gotta go, because Becky can. I'm not expecting
I'm
the
good.
hubby anytime soon.
I'm good.
Um,
I'm here as long as you need me to be.
don't say that. I've done 10-hour
Oh
streams.
Lord, yeah. What am I
I'm just
saying?
teasing. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Yes, I have. When I was out in the encampments, I did 10-hour streams at the encampment. But anyways, um, this is how it spills over to
I can tell how long people have been around this community, and if they call me artsy, it's usually because they have been around for a while. Okay,
Miss
Kevin.
Kim, Crackhead Kenny. That's what he calls himself.
Hmm. And I just want you guys to know that he is a recovering addict. He has made it very clear. He made it very clear in my chat. He used to come into my chat and appreciate the fact that I did harm reduction. I
Hmm.
am not judging him for that. Again, what people decide to use, not to use. If I am out there, and we call it meeting them where they're at. So if they're not ready to let it go, then it's not on me to force them to let it go. But when they're ready and they want the help, that's when I come in. And I
Yep.
will try to move heaven and earth to get them that help. Because sometimes when people are just tired of it, it's time, and it can be scary for them. I'm there to hold their hands and say, come on, let's go. I'll help you out. And I've done it many times. This is different though. We are sitting here like adults. We are working it out together, which is extremely important. Minnie, I agree. And I know you mod for crazy, and we've had our issues, trust me. And mostly it's been her issues because I've never had anything against her. But I think it's very sad when, and yes, she fucked up. I know she fucked up. She knows she fucked up. Um, but now imagine trying to go into someone else's chat stream. Eric Crackett. Wait, what was that comment?
No, this is the one I'm laughing at.
She has been in my streams that long. Am I lying?
I've been in Kim's streams that long. Thank you, Cricket. You were so quiet, I wasn't sure if you were still here.
Cricket is all like, hell no, I ain't chirping in this chat. Chirp, chirp. And if you haven't checked out
Oh,
Cricket's music, check it out. He sent me a song that he made for me, and I don't know if it's on your list, Cricket. Um, when I heard it, it's like I was picturing my dad, and I could just picture his face when I hear that song. Um, and it's because I made a comment where my dad said he showed me a hummingbird that he had in a little box that he had picked up from the floor, and it was perfectly preserved. And I was going through my own shit, and he's all like, Gorda, come here. And so, yeah, daddy. And he says, look what I got. And he opened a little box. I said, where did you get that from? He said, I found it. I found it in the garden and I put it in the box. He said, um, you know why hummingbirds are such a magnificent bird? They can fly up, down, forward, backwards. Um, they're super fast for their size. And he went on and on and on about how wonderful. There are ancestors that are sending us blessings. And then he said, and you want to know, my dad had a funny sense of, oh my God, he had a sense of humor. He says, hey, do you want to know why this bird is dead? And I'm all like, oh, did you kill it? You know, me. And he's all like, no, the dumbass stopped flapping its wings. And I went, the dumbass stopped flapping its wings. And he hit the floor. He says, so never stop flapping your wings or you're going to end up in a box. So I had mentioned that, and Cricket made a song, and it was in both English and Spanish, and it mentioned my me never stop flapping my wings. And I can just see, when I heard that song, it was like I can see my dad right there just telling me, the dumbass, stop flapping its wings. um, so that song is really
I
special.
had to stop because I wanted you to see this, but I have another comment that I have to bring up
Okay.
that you have to answer very, very carefully.
Becky, am I a saint? As far as I remember, um, Papa, I don't remember the Pope canonizing you. I believe he's quite ill right now, so maybe he's a little busy. I don't know what three miracles you have. Um, yeah, show me your miracles because I will go ahead and make you a saint if you manage to turn uh, water into wine. If you manage to, Becky and I had similar dads. Yes, we did. So, Papa, show me your three miracles. If you attack someone, you don't get to say how they retaliate. Ah, Eric, I like that. If you don't, if you attack someone, you don't get to say how they retaliate. Yeah. Some of us try to choose our words wisely, and some of us would just, you'll get me. I think I'm going to do a stream this week on this borderline personality disorder that I researched because of this toxic friend and my sister who had it. It's very interesting. Um, I hate when they throw the word narcissist around again. They need to stop misdiagnosing people. I agree, Eric. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I hate the word narcissist being thrown around as often as it's being thrown around. Um, I've known two true narcissists, one diagnosed, and it's very difficult to diagnose them, by the way. It's not that they just go to a psychiatrist or you're a narcissist. Or you anointed yourself. Oh, okay. I think you're more like a player, Smurf. You know, they need two miracles. Oh, they also now they only need two miracles. I thought it was three. Gosh,
It was getting too hard.
is Gen Z a pope now, or is the pope a Gen Z now? They make everything
I
easier
don't
for
think so.
Gen Z. No, I know he's not. No, he's not.
If he is, he really skipped
Oh,
on the
okay. Hold on.
sunscreen.
Look at what
Just saying.
he's got running interference for him. Whenever people spill about DOA, David B steps in and tells them that they're the liars and people need to open their eyes. You know what I find very funny is that I've never met David B. I've never interacted with David B. But I've seen some of the bullshit that he says out there about me. And it's like, well, goddamn, when did I get to meet you?
Mm.
I'm not going to diagnose anybody. I'm just going to do. I get it, Kim. But so the two narcissists, and they're not who you think it is. One was my son's father. What that man does, and not only to me, what he's put several women through. And he has three baby mamas. And when two of those baby mamas can get along and we actually like each other, and we started comparing notes and everything, I had it easy compared to what he did to her because I didn't take the shit. Okay, Doug.
See you, Doug.
Well,
Thank you.
I hope to come to your cruise ship one of these days. Mm.
That's a good point, Artsy.
Well,
That is a very
this
good
is
point.
the issue with that. Even if they did have the credentials to diagnose, a psychiatrist, a therapist is not supposed to diagnose from a couch, and that's actually a law.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hey, eyes to see.
Mm.
This is not my usual kind of chat. Just giving you a fair heads up.
I'm the bad influence.
No, you're not. I volunteered, remember?
Scooter Mom made me feel a lot better
Oh,
because
good.
I felt very, very guilty because I didn't want Scooter Mom or anyone to defend me, to say anything, because I didn't want anyone to come at them. And Scooter Mom told me, um, we know what we're doing when we're modding for you. We know what comes with it. Or when we say something in your defense. And when she put it that way, it I immediately felt this tension that I constantly carried on my shoulders just go. And if you actually diagnose somebody and you do have credentials, you're not allowed to talk about it. So, end of story, right, Cricket? I still, what really gets to me is them calling adult protective services. That
Yeah.
really just, ooh, that
Poor
one took
Papa.
the wind out of me. Because I can just imagine my mom being pulled away from me. And, when all this shit hit the fan, do you guys know that I didn't go to see my mom for 2 weeks? Because, and when I tell you that they hacked my phone, they hacked my phone. When I tell you that shit was happening and I was just, everybody, all of a sudden, it wasn't Osa who I was suspecting. It was
Hmm.
just, well, so and so and so and so knows where I live. If I go see my mom, are they gonna follow me there? And now they're gonna try to harm my mom, not in a physical way, but in the way that they did to Vaughn. And I didn't go see my mom for 2 weeks because that was my concern. I felt that if I turned off my location. I put a all kinds of protective shit on my phone. I changed all my passwords. I had to do a lot of changes to make sure that um, my mother was protected because I felt I even deleted the phone numbers to my mom's rehab center. Hey, Anna, because I felt, well, what if they hack into my phone and now they have where my mom is located, and what if they go and they do everything that they did to Vaughn? I was afraid of. But
Yeah.
how are they gonna pull my mom out if she's already in and then I had wonderful people that were like, Becky, step back, think about it. How are they gonna pull your mom out of there? And those were the people that, when I tell you that Mexican long hair was one of them, um, some of the other so-called trolls, when after we did the boobathon and Nancy Drew went into Scott's chat and said, Becky is a bad actor, and I have the receipts. Es reunión de los gringos. Um,
And Eric is leaving us. Thank you for
Bye.
being here, Eric
Love you, love
Rader.
you. Thank you for coming by. And Scooter Mom, yes, we appreciate Scooter Mom. I'll be off of here in a couple of minutes too, because I gotta go start dinner. But a lot of people, or not, I shouldn't say a lot. A couple of people, and everybody thought it was Sir Crepidus and Poe and all of this. You know that I did not bother Poe or Sir Crepidus with any of this. I was too embarrassed. I was too embarrassed to go to them. I felt like I was, um, to me, it was all like, no, I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet. And I don't, so I didn't bother Sir Crepidus or Poe with all of this mess because I felt really embarrassed. And I thought I was going to sound like a goddamn lunatic. And it took the people that knew some of his past to come to me and say, now, and now the people that came to me and they were like, he's a piece of shit, he's this and this and this, I immediately ignored. But when someone came to me with, Becky, I know how you feel, they did that to me. I first ignored the email and I was all like, how the fuck do you know how I feel? And when they provided their personal information, here, I'm a real person, this is me. Okay, Sunrise, I'll be out of here soon too. When they provided their personal information and they said, if you're going to, if if you're going to expose yourself or if you're going to trust me enough to call me and trust me enough with what you're going through, I'm going to give you my personal information. And those were the people that I contacted. And I was like, okay, what's going, and I had this attitude, mind you. I had this, okay, go ahead and tell me your fucking life. I'll listen to it. And now they have become very good friends. What was that other message?
That was Eric Levitt heading out.
Okay, Eric. So anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say is no one should have that much power in this community. It's not what we're about. I had no idea. Miss Kim, they were doing so much. And I didn't want to sound like a lunatic. Um, what Zach was talking about and was what Daniel from Salem. Okay. And what Daniel from Salem were saying that their phones were being hacked. I saw how some of them, I was all like, dude, you must be losing your shit. But then it happened to me. And I was like, oh. Mm. Now, I never told them you're losing your shit. I never told them what I was really thinking. Um, but I didn't go on here and start spilling all the beans because I knew I was going to be looking like a straight up lunatic. Yes, Jill Spires, everybody's voice matters. Yeah, I agree with you. And so I kept it to myself. I kept it to myself for a very long time. It's easy to clone a phone if you have the right equipment and know how. Yeah. Well, the whole thing with the, which I thought was kind of funny, and I don't think a lot of you guys realize when supposedly Zach called Scott and he accidentally doxed his number. Zach had already disconnected that line. So how can he be calling from the very same line that was already disconnected?
Mm.
And I know because I had Zach's number. So how can you disconnect? How can you call from a line that has already been disconnected? And these are the little bits that you guys weren't aware of. So when I come on here and I say X, Y, and Z is because one, I know firsthand. Says he has hack friends. Oh yeah, he does, Ferry. From yep, Ferry, he does. And that's a fact. From the dark web. Let me tell you how mine was hacked, just in case shit happens. It happened after I made that stream where he put the audio tapes on, and I said, that's
Yes.
it. I was actually on the phone with 86 that evening or that morning or whatever fucking time it was. And I went into the YouTube video because I was like, because it takes a while for it to process. And I needed to find something in there. And so first it told me, oh yeah, Marina. So first it told me that my comments were turned off. And I went, I never turned off my comments. So I went into learn more and I went in there. And when I exited the learn more, in my YouTube, where you have on top of your phone, where you have the time or whatever, depending on your phone, it said, and I have the screenshots. It said something like, Becky, Scott wants to know, are you not entertained? Or Scott wants to know, are you not entertained, Becky? And I went, so how, and it was on the YouTube. He wants total, yeah, it was on my YouTube, not on my phone. It was on my YouTube. And so I had to get other people involved to find out how it was done. And I'm not going to go into detail here. So
No,
that's
but
when
I expect an email later.
but that's why I say change your passwords as often as you can. And I know it's really difficult for you to remember. Check your history on what devices have connected to your Wi-Fi. Check for those devices because I found some devices in there. I put in a VPN. I put in some other measures. Now, can they get through to that? Probably. Am I going to make it easy for them? No, I'm not. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Ellie. And again, a lot of us have kept quiet because we're going to sound like a complete fucking lunatic. This is shit that sci-fi movies are made out of. You've been watching a little too many of, I don't know, whatever fucking hacker movie is out there. And it makes you feel quite crazy. So I kept quiet. A lot of the shit that has happened to me, I've kept quiet. Oh, but I have kept very detailed logs about it. The other question that comes out very quite often is, well, why didn't you press charges? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? All I'm going to tell you is there's reasons why I do things. I had one of his quote unquote trolls constantly commenting and trying to make me feel guilty because I didn't press charges. And so I need to get off in just a minute. I didn't press charges. So because I didn't press charges, all the future victims, and look at everything that you're doing and all the future victims. And then it was, they made me feel like I had all of their, like it was my responsibility to deal with everything that he has done to them. They try to put that on my shoulders. And I didn't think that was fair. I did not think that it was fair. I did not think that I deserved that. Um, I wasn't going to worry about any future victims that there might not be any new ones. I don't know. And I wasn't going to carry the burden of all the old ones.
Bye, Miss Cam.
Okay, bye, Miss Kim. I'm getting up in literally 5 minutes. But Becky was never a bad actor. I saw her. I was watching her streams during the encampment. I saw her at the grocery store. I saw her making food with Eric. That was one of my big, oh my God. That's what made the encampment for me not to be a complete failure because I saw Eric's face and him making the salsa.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's all your fault, Becky. So typical of those people. But that was coming from his quote unquote troll, one of his trolls, not all of them, one of them. And then we have to hear the, well, we told you so. You didn't pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to it. We told you so. What are you crying for now? And that's what I want to avoid this happening now. Do I agree with Crazy Love is Love, what she did and said about me? No. But now she got to experience that firsthand. And I think it's kind of, where is she going to go now? This is what I want people to understand. Where are people like Crazy Love is Love going to go if she goes into this room and they're like, I remember what she did to Becky. Hell no, I can't trust her. So that leaves people like Crazy Love is Love out there who once had support, whether it was fake or not, with really nowhere to go because now she goes and yes, it's troll speak, and I think just like yeah, some of them do, not all of them, but most some of them do. Some of them have real reasons to speak. So how are people that are thank you, Anna, I appreciate you. So how are people like Crazy Love is Love who burned both bridges? Where is she gonna go? When he calls someone a bad actor, I go subscribe to them. Fucking fairy, man. That's my fairy. That's my mod. They try to shame me because my mods go into somebody else's stream. I don't care. They try to shame me because that person that's in that stream is now in my stream. I don't care as long as they're being respectful in my stream, as long as they haven't talked shit about me or anybody on in my stream. I don't care who they mod for. And I'm talking about some of ZDT's mods. In case you guys didn't know this, DOS used to produce for ZDT. That didn't mean that she agreed with all the bullshit he was pulling or she was responsible for it. ZDT is still his own person. Um, DOS decided to part ways with him when he started harassing Solomon. And she did not agree on that. So she was like, see you when I see you. That's what I'm afraid of happening to me. Sometimes I feel like I'm weak, but trust me, they don't know me. Meaning, sometimes we need a bad actor subscription campaign. Ooh, trust me.
I
Um,
mean, if only we had
there's some
someone
bad
who
actors
could
that
share
deserve
the
that.
word. If only we
There's
had
some
someone who
actors
could
that do
share the
deserve
word and promote the channels of those who have actually earned their way into the Bad Actors Club.
it. Now, hold on. Let me tell you. There's a difference between bad actors and failed actors.
Yes.
The failed actors, I'm sorry to say, are like Henry. They knew full
Yes.
well what was happening. They knew full well that they were lying. They were still kicking the shit around. And they knew damn well, because he couldn't think of anything else. But I didn't wash fucking dishes.
I still laugh out loud every time I think about that because I was watching that day.
No, but wait, trip out on this. Riddle me this, call me stupid, whatever you want to do. But I went, if you were on that stream, you saw that I was trying to get to the commissioners meeting, the LAPD commissioners meeting. For some, they had canceled it because they had declared it a nationwide police brutality campaign day. So all these police brutality, they had declared it that day that it was National Anti-Police Brutality Day. So LAPD commissioners meeting knew they were going to get an earful, so they canceled that meeting. So I'm like, oh, so I went and I asked the protesters that were out there, what's going on? And they told me, and I said, oh, and then one of them started going to City Hall. I didn't know that Audit was out there. I wasn't watching any of the streams. I was busy doing my own thing. So I followed them over to City Hall because it's right across the street. And Pop Groomer, I do whatever the hell I want. I'm grown. Yes, you're a grown person. No one else pays my bills. That's true. And the one person that has a right to ask me to do anything, he actually has papers on me. I barely listen. And you gave him a gray beard.
Yep.
Um, so I went across the street to City Hall because they were going to have the meeting there. And I go in, and my whole chat saw that I registered. I did whatever I had to do to speak in that meeting. I go in there, I see Audit, and then Audit says, "Oh, look who's here! Henry is here." And I went, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
Crazy Mother's Love got screwed by the same people she supported. Yep. She is not the first person this happened to, and she's not going to be the last. Yep. Eventually, everyone will be a bad actor. Yep. And the fucked up part about that is that if she would have just supported him and that's it. But me and her, we thought I thought it had been squashed. I went into her chat. At first, she was all like, "I sure wish Becky was in here. She would see that I was able to get an EIN number." And when I got that clip and I saw her live, I said, "Fuck it, let me go in there. I owe her $50." Uh, and she was all like, "And Becky," and then I went in there and she was all like, she says, "Oh, Becky, girl, I was just kidding. Bitch, you don't gotta pay me the $50." And I said, "No. Where do I send my tax deductible donation to?" And then it came out that her organization did not qualify for tax deductible. Okay, that's fine. I get it. It doesn't matter. I said what I said. I knew what I was talking about, but I said EIN number instead of it being tax deductible. Okay. And so I said what I said. And I told her when she had come into my stream, well, if it's so easy, then why don't you go do it? I'll give you $50. And she was already planning this, so no, Becky did not have a say in this. This is all her work. She went in there. She was trying to get her do whatever she had to do. She got her EIN number, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I did say, "You get a EIN number, I'll fucking give you the $50." But what I meant with that was tax tax deductible, tax exempt organization. You know, everything that comes with it. But that's not what I said. That's what I meant, but that's not what I said. So therefore, in my eyes, I still owed her those $50. When she said, "No, you don't need to pay him," and she wouldn't give me a place to send the $50, and no, it was not going to be tax deductible, I decided to give her a $20 super check. Because if I said it, my word is my word. She said she didn't need it. And at that time, for some odd reason, the only reason that um what is it called? My Venmo would do through, the super chat would do was
Mm-hmm.
$20. It wouldn't allow me to do more, so I did the $20. And that was it. I thought, okay, we squashed. And I don't care if she never spoke to me again. I don't care if she was still supporting Scott. That wasn't it. When they all started going in there and yes, support the Safe Foundation, support Crazy Love. Of course, they were going to bring up my name in there. And then she made her comments, and I went, we're going to play this fucking little game. Okay. And that's when I was all like, and then what happens? She gets screwed. Now, you would think I would be sitting here going, ha ha, that's what you get. I ain't going to lie. I did do that in the beginning. I'm not going to be lying. I did do that. I was all like, that's what you get. You see? But then we go back to the whole, where is she going to go now? It wasn't just her. It wasn't just Crazy Love that got screwed in all of that. What about the people that were trying to make that organization, not foundation, organization work? And they were putting in hard earned time and money into trying to get those grants. That's when I went, oh, that's fucked up. Even if it was Crazy Love is Love. But then I saw that clip of, what was it, Deb or something like that went in and they did all this hard work. And I went, you know what? It's not just about Crazy Love. It's about all the people that were trying to support it, that were putting in their hard earned money, their time, most importantly, because that's time they can't get back. They might be able to make the money up, but they can't get back the time. And what about all of their hard work? That's when everyone was saying it shouldn't take that long for SBTV Foundation to get the tax deductible approval. Yeah, people just don't know. It can take months for that to come through. Yeah, they were backlogged.
And Aaron filled out the long form,
Mm-hmm.
which is apparently quite different.
Mm-hmm.
You're very welcome, Cricket. And I agree. I have been thinking about that poem myself.
Read the
So,
poem and then we can skedaddle. What poem?
okay.
Read
It's
it and
called
we can.
First They Came by Pastor Martin Niemöller.
Okay.
First they came for the communists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out, because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me.
It's true. And that's the bottom line in all of this. You might be getting his support. You might be getting, again, that people coming into your chat and making you feel special. And it's not the love bombing. That's something different. But they're coming in there and they're making you feel special because now you went from maybe 10 people watching you to now you have 30, 40 people watching you. So you just sold your soul to the devil for 30 people into your chat. What is that going to cost you? Seriously. What is that going to cost you?
Yep.
It's going to cost you your channel, just like it did Crazy Love is Love. And you saw that she was a supporter of him. Yes, Minnie, that's a very powerful. And that's kind of what's going to happen. So that's why I'm saying, if you see people that have opened up their eyes, and yeah, maybe they were in there. They were not the ones causing the real harm, like Julie Curtis. She does not deserve anybody to speak out against for her. because she's done damage and she's done in real life damage. And then she tried to come into Mexican Long's hair. You see, those are not the people that we're talking about. We're talking about what was her name? Deb, was she the one that was trying to get the grants? We're talking about people like her that were really doing some hard work, and all her work went out the window. Now, was I one that
Yep.
agreed in that whatever foundation, organization, whatever you want to call it? I can guarantee you that if I needed their help, they were not going to come and help me because, hey, I'm one of Dio Scott's mortal enemies now. However, it could have
Yes.
helped someone else. And it was not just about that, it was the lobbying part of it. And although I might not have benefit from that, that's not to say that the next person could not have benefited. And or who's to say that whatever lobbyists they were trying to get help from was not going to be the lobbyist that was going to bring down Scientology. Let's think about that. And now they have nobody to speak out for them. Oh
Yep.
yeah, the Bad Actors Club is bigger than cult now. And again, there's a difference between bad actors and failed actors.
Yep.
I'm a bad actor extraordinaire. Thank you, Scooter Mom, for hosting this. And I really, really hope that they don't come after you. But I already know you're a big girl and you're going, and you wear it with pride. Thank you, Scooter Mom. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Go support.
Are we talking about this, Jill's Fire Rocks? No Face actually did some research because I inherited this from my father. It's a print of an African girl. And I had no idea. I just knew I got it from my dad. So apparently it's very common, though. It's not worth much, but it's worth a lot to me. So,
Because it came from your dad.
yes, exactly.
Sometimes things don't have monetary
Um,
value, and you can't put value on
exactly.
emotions. Honestly, we should have, we would have, wait, hold on, I didn't. Um, honestly, we would, she would have, we have talked about that a while ago. We wouldn't be allowed to take it personal. Anyone that needed to help, as long as they were registered, they would help. Thank you, Minnie, for saying that because I really thought it ain't gonna help me. Becky, weren't you the first bad actor? Yes, I was. Ellie came in to destroy it. I was a bad actor. Jill, stop trying to duck Scooter Mom's painting. Thank you, Cricket. And I do feel the support. And like Scooter Mom says, what's your ending tag?
Like who you want to, or like who you like, and watch who you want to watch, because we're not in a cult.
And with that, I will leave you guys. They better leave my Scooter Mama alone. Yes, she's the chat mama. So, wait, hold on. It's this side because I can't deal with this side.
No
Well,
worries.
thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for being here and sticking with us for this many hours
Oops.
between MLH and Becky. Hey, no worries. I wouldn't have offered if I wasn't up for it because I do know you, Becky.
You got it for me.
I don't think too many people would ever call you a woman of few words. It's okay, though. They don't say it about me either, so.
Hey, but I will give anyone that deserves a voice a voice. And thank you, Fairy. No, they're not allowed to enter my headspace. At the end of the day, I have in real life family that absolutely loves me. I have my YouTube family that absolutely loves me. Thank you both. It's helped me a lot. Oh, mini darts. I'm glad. And Ellie, girl, you know that whenever you're ready for it, let us know. And we'll put you up there so that you can speak your mind. And I know that Mexican long hair is where you really feel safe. So if that's where Twilight Trashy's going to, oh gosh.
Um, okay, hang on one sec, folks, because I do subscription to Trashy. So for anyone who would like
Oh
to
wait,
room raid
that's
Trashy,
oh sorry. So Trashy is YouTuber.
yes, he is. He is one of the ones who actually made those great finds from the dumpster in Chicago
Oh,
last
I thought they
year.
were calling someone else Trashy. Oops,
No,
sorry.
no, no, no.
That's why I
No,
was
this
rolling
is
my eyes. I was all like, oh God.
no, it's okay. So let me just find his link. And I know it's here. There it is. Okay, I can't give you the link to the live just now because that's a little too much fiddling and tabs opening, and my computer might just decide to revolt. I'm surprised we haven't had a whole bunch of computer thetans, but then I wasn't trying to play videos, so.
That's because you had an
uh,
angel here with you.
oh,
Oh, that
absolutely.
was, wait, that was Papa's second miracle. You are
Yeah.
officially a saint, Papa.
So if you are
Vaya
up
con
for
Dios.
yet another stream, by all means, go and room raid Trashy. If not, I will probably see some of you later tonight.
See you guys. Thank
All
you.
right.
Again, student
Thank you,
mom. Love you
everybody.
very
Take
much.
care.
Thank you. Bye, guys.